pulling me closer, but don't waste your time. Don't have any time for all your empty lies. I used to think that
Well, good evening and welcome to Blanton Memorial Stadium, home of the Shelby Golden Lions, where the Mountaineers and the Golden Lions are getting ready to kick off the 2024 season. I'm Drew Fulton along with Craig Short, Lamont Littlejohn, Jeff Johnson. Fellas, can you think of a better way to start out the season than a matchup like we've got the one here tonight?
No, it's the Battle of Buffalo Creek, and, it's a good way to start out. Normally we would see these guys a couple years ago before the realignment, see them closer like in mid-season. But, again, it's the first game, and it's Battle of Buffalo Creek. It's Kingsmount versus Shelby. And it's a new football season. I mean, it can't get no better than this.
I think it's great. Good to be here. Last time we were here, I had to come in here on two wheels, and Jeff Ledford was still the chief of police, and I was hoping he didn't send these guys to arrest me. But no, glad to be here in all seriousness. We're in a good spot. Drew, of course, all of you guys and ladies that watch the show don't realize all that Drew does to get everything set up. And
yeah, exactly.
He's got us in a great location. We're on the 50-yard line, and here, sun's out, not too hot. Battle of Buffalo Creek, ready to get it.
Most definitely.
Well, guys, we've got two teams that ended the 2023 season before they really wanted to. The Mountaineers getting booted out of the second round by AC Reynolds. That would go on a week later and lose to the 2023 3A state champion, Hickory Red Tornadoes. And then Shelby losing to the real deal Reedsville, 49-14, fifth round of the playoff. Reedsville, of course, goes on to win the state 2A title the following week. This is the 59th edition of the Battle of Buffalo Creek. These two teams have been playing since 1923, and I don't think that there's really any love lost between the two programs.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's no love lost. And again, you got to understand the last 5 years, I think we've beaten them 4 times.
Yeah.
And so I know that Coach Wilbanks and that coaching staff has been telling those guys, of course, you don't want to dwell in the past, but they know the overall history that Shelby has really dominated this. And so I think they want to get back on that in that winning tradition.
Yeah, and I'm going to be honest, Drew, I'm surprised by that stat. I obviously, since they've been playing since 1923, that obviously shows you at the 59th edition, they've not played every year.
Right.
I thought they had played every year.
No.
From the beginning.
There has been a few years we've played them twice.
Yeah. Playoff games, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Well, guys, we'd like to say thank you to our sponsors for our pregame show. Our pregame sponsors this year, HSI Land Development, Bridges Hardware, Hoppers Enterprise, Kimberly Spicer, CPA and attorney at law, Spake Concrete Products, .135 Real Estate, The Gutter Guys, and Albemarle. We'll take a break. We'll be back. We'll talk about Shelby. We'll get ready for this game tonight. So stay with us right here on KMHS Sports. It's a presentation of the Kings Mountain Touchdown Club. We'll be right back after this. The Mountaineer pregame is sponsored by HSI Land Development, Bridges Hardware, Kimberly Spicer, attorney at law and CPA, Hoppers Enterprise, Spake Concrete Products, .135 Real Estate, The Gutter Guys, the Albemarle Foundation. Okay, no, I jumped. Back here live, Shelby High School, getting ready for the Golden Lions and the Mountaineers. I just want to give a big shout out to Marie Brinkley. When you're messing with technology, you never know what to expect. And we were scrambling last night and thought we had it fixed, and then we realized we didn't have it fixed, and then we scrambled about 3 o'clock today.
Yeah, I saw the text messages.
And Mr. Brinkley for helping get us back on the air tonight. Hopefully we're coming in loud and clear in your living room, on your phone at work when you're hiding behind some kind of machinery, or whether you're at the American Legion, 133 West.
Right.
The golf course, Kings Mountain Country Club has us on. There's several places.
Just one more. Or what was it called? Not just one more. Is it just one more? The restaurant where we
Yes.
film the coaching show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we're on there too, yeah.
So we appreciate it. We appreciate that immensely. Let's talk about the Shelby squad right quick. Led by junior quarterback Lan Farmer. He's listed as 6'3", 215 pounds. He did an awesome job for Shelby last season. Almost threw over 2,300 yards, 30 touchdown passes. Last season during the game, Farmer was 11 of 20 with 152 yards in the air, 2 touchdowns, and he threw 2 interceptions that the Mountaineers later turned into points. Farmer was sacked 6 times by the Mountaineer defense last year, and in my opinion, that's going to be the key to getting a win here tonight is pressure, and even more pressure, but do not lose contain because Farmer can take off, and you won't know where he is when he's 15 yards down the field.
Most definitely. Not only does he have a big, strong arm, but he's a big guy. And last year we called him, that was his first game really starting varsity on a varsity level. The year before, I think he was hurt, so I don't think he even played that freshman year. And he came in sophomore, and throughout the year last year, he absolutely progressed. I mean, he's gotten several D1 offers already. And we know about Shelby. They love to run the air raid offense. We have got to make sure we keep him. What I saw last year, I think y'all would agree, is that he was uncomfortable in the pocket. He made some good throws. He stood in there and made some throws, and we was in his face. But we cannot allow him to be comfortable tonight. I think he's more confident. He took them all the way to the semifinals against Reedsville last year. There was one game from the state championship. So our defense have to keep him rattled tonight.
Oh, he's legit. I mean, he's good on every level. As you said, to me, he's deceptive in this. Like he's a big-bodied quarterback. He's by no means heavy. I'm just saying he's an athlete. He's solid.
As we say, he's a stud.
He is. And when he gets loose, I mean, like I said, you look at him and think, oh, well, he's a pocket passer. He doesn't want to move. Nah. He won't move. No, he'll tuck it and run, and he'll run over people. And he's got weapons, too. That's the thing about it. And he knows how to find them. Right. I think the tale of tonight will be, can we put pressure on him consistently? Right. Can their line hold up to us? And can we get through? I mean, maybe their line can hold up. Right. Because I'm telling you, if he gets it loose, it's going to be tough. And that running back they have, I'm sure Drew's going to talk about him in a second. Yeah. The running back they have is really special as well.
Most definitely.
Well, that's last season, the Golden Lions, they threw the ball 258 times, completed 165 of those passes. It's 64. That's 64% completion rating. 11 interceptions. Carried the ball 307 times for 1,800 yards on the ground in the Shelby backfield. So the backfield did a great job for Shelby last year. Guys, when you play a team that is so close to running or passing at 50%, how does that play into your game plan for this game tonight?
That's a good question.
It is.
You threw me off with that one. I wasn't ready. Right. So I guess
it's on the paper.
It is. No, I agree with you. The thing is, you've got to scout really well. You've got to be prepared for both.
Right.
The thing is, most teams on any level use the run to set up the pass. Sometimes they'll use the pass to set up the run. When you're playing a team like this, they're so balanced that you got to prepare for everything. Now that sounds cliche, but you've got to be ready because they are good at both facets of the game. Yep. And I didn't even say this, and I have to because it's part of my heart. Their special teams are always strong.
They are.
But offensively,
especially kickers.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, they're definitely going to run the ball and they're going to throw it, and it's going to be a challenge for us.
It is.
We've got to just be consistent. Because here's the thing, I tell my players all the time: football's a game of strategy, but also you got to realize you're not going to win every battle.
Right.
So we've got to know that when they do have some success, we've got to come right back and get ready to go again because they're going to do some things. They're too good not to.
Yeah, and also I noticed if you're going to call Farmer the captain of the ship, then the motor is that number 0.
I agree.
Tristan Tate.
Yeah.
I was very impressed with him last season. The year before last, I was impressed with him. Saw him running in Jamboree last Friday, and, man, he is the motor.
Yeah.
But also, I know we may talk about this, but they have maybe one of the best receiving cores. I mean, they've always had great receivers here at Shelby, but as a core, they may have one of the best receiving core of receivers. A receiving core that I've seen in a while here at Shelby High School.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, when we get back, we'll talk about the Mountaineers and review other games going on in the area tonight. It's the Mountaineer pregame show, so stay with us. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. The Mountaineer pregame is sponsored by HSI Land Development, Bridges Hardware, Kimberly Spicer, attorney at law and CPA, Hoppers Enterprise, Spake Concrete Products, Point 135 Real Estate, The Gutter Guys, the Albemarle Foundation. Welcome back to Shelby High School. Drew Fulton, Lamont Littlejohn, Jeff Johnson, Craig Short with you. And we're getting ready for the big kickoff tonight coming up at 7:30. I'd like to remind everybody, please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. This helps us out in multiple ways and lets you know whenever we've got content that we're promoting, whether it be football later down the road, swimming, basketball, whatever it is. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. Craig and Lamont has a very important message to bring us. Go ahead.
I would like to just say once again, I say this all the time on the Coaches Show and try to say it each time we broadcast. None of this would be possible without the Touchdown Club and their backing. We are so very fortunate to have such a great organization helping us, and I want to encourage all Mountaineer fans, if you are not a member of the Touchdown Club, please join. You can go to kmtouchdownclub.com. You can register. You can see one of us. You can see Coach Bridges. You can see David Brinkley or Marie at home games and reach out to them and many other members to get involved. Every little bit helps. They had a meeting the other night. They've almost retired all the debt. They've done so many things at Kings Mountain High School that has benefited, as I always say, not just athletes, but everyone at Kings Mountain, both academically and athletically. So if you have an opportunity, please join the KM Touchdown Club.
Guys, let's talk about the Mountaineers just for a minute or two. You know, I don't think I've ever seen a group of guys work so hard in the off season, on and off the field, especially in the weight room. This core group has been after it ever since they walked off the field in Asheville. I mean, you know, especially in the weight room.
Right. That's why I heard that this is probably one of the strongest teams we've had here at Kings Mountain. They have really invested their time in the weight room, and so I'm looking forward to their strength. I really believe this game is really going to be won in the trenches, so we're going to need everything we have to really compete tonight and pull off this victory against a good Shelby team.
Well, I think they felt like they were a little slighted last year. I don't think they believe they performed to their highest potential and ability. They had some things to prove. And kudos to the coaches for capitalizing on that and having the boys get ready.
Right.
Because I agree with Drew. I believe they've worked harder than some of the more recent teams.
Right.
And they've got some things to do this year. And I will say this. I like that not a lot of people are kind of looking at us. They think it's a rebuilding year and those kinds of things. And I believe that gives these young men more motivation. Because they're going to let it just play out with how they play the games.
And also, I've been talking to some. I mean, they've been hearing the chatter.
Yeah.
Right. They've been hearing the talk that they're no good. We got to get this right. We got to get that right. So they've been hearing the chatter on Facebook and on Twitter, or X, or whatever you call it. So I think they got a chip on their shoulder tonight. I think they got a lot to prove.
Let's talk about something we don't usually talk a whole lot about. The offensive line. On offense, we've got Davis, Barnes, Dawkins, Lee, Hill, Bumgardner, Bryson, Kaiser, Randall, Barner. These guys have been working as a unit and could possibly, cause lots of problems up front for Shelby night. I can see Craig's eyes light up when we get to talk about the big hogs in the trenches.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's where it's won. I mean, I know that's cliche, but I think that I don't want to say too much in the sense that I'm not respecting Shelby when I are trying to disrespect them. I'm not. I do think that's where we have an advantage. We've got a little more depth there than Shelby does defensively. But I will say this, defensive line-wise, but I know that they're good as well. So it's going to be tough. But like you're saying, Drew, the first time I've seen in a long time where we've had that many guys available on the OL and the DL, specifically the OL. Right. And that makes me feel good because I know we like to run the ball,
right.
feeding JoJo, which is what I hope we do a lot of,
right.
and then giving our QBs time to throw. So you're right. They've worked hard together. The few practices I've been to, and then at the Jamboree last week, I've watched them specifically. I think they're playing well together.
The defensive line's another unit of strength for the Mountaineers. Presley, Lenny, Vaughn, Jones, Odoms, Baker, Fair, Rainey, Borders. These guys could give Farmer, a lot of problems tonight, and hopefully they will.
Yeah, we've always been, I guess you call troublemakers when it comes on the defensive line.
Yeah.
And that's really been the DNA of Mountaineer football for a long time. You have a Coach Carroll who is just a dynamic defensive coordinator. I'll call him that Nick Saban of all defensive coordinators. When he has that type of talent and he can scheme with them, I think that their whole game plan is to put pressure upon pressure upon pressure on Farmer tonight. Again, keep him rattled, keep him thinking out there, not just being comfortable in playing.
And I got to give it up since we're talking about defense. This is not on my list of what I was going to talk about. Our defensive backs are no slouch themselves.
No.
They, when Farmer does get the opportunity to throw, we've got some defensive backs that can cover their wide receivers.
And they have to, and they know, I'm sure Coach Darren Bell, who is the DB coach, drilled in them all week long. We know we got to be on our cues tonight because you have to understand that Shelby is an air raid offense, and you cannot get caught slipping. They cannot be looking in the backfield because, again, that receiver will be behind you with a deep post, deep out. Shelby, they just love to throw the ball. They got a dynamic, Coach Blue is dynamic when it comes to offensive coordinator. And so I know Coach Darren Bell has been on our defensive backs all week long.
And I'm going to tell you.
And they got to be solid tonight.
I'm going to tell you, too, Lamont, I agree with everything. And what sets that up, too, is being able to not, play up front, play contain up front.
Right.
What we've got to do, one of the things I notice about our defense, we're very aggressive, and I love that.
Yeah.
We move around a lot. We're moving guys. We're coming in and out.
Yeah.
We're stunting. We're blitzing.
Right.
But one of the things I've noticed Coach Carroll has done a really good job with, among other things, is really eye discipline.
Yep.
Like you said,
Yep.
defensive backs, he and Coach Bell, eye discipline being where it's supposed to be, but also the eye discipline of the linemen up front.
Yeah.
Not getting too far upfield, not creating running lanes.
More of that
underneath.
contain.
Correct.
Right.
Staying at home, flowing away, because tonight that's going to be huge because this is the team.
It is.
One of the teams we're going to play that, like Drew said, to his point, which is excellent, they will run and throw the ball, and we've got to take both away.
Most definitely.
Guys, we're going to hear what the coach has to say here in a few minutes. But offensively, I would think that our strategy basically is to pound the ball and dare Shelby to stop it. Josiah Hill getting probably the lion's share of those carries.
Yeah, and I think they most definitely want to get started well with the running game. But as well as I know, our quarterbacks, whichever one they go with tonight or if they go with both, they have got to be special tonight. We cannot become one-dimensional and let Shelby's defense load up the box, aid in the box, and we can't be able to throw the ball or do something else and adjust, with the passing game. So I think it all starts with the line, with JoJo running the ball well and other running backs. But our quarterbacks have to be special tonight. They have to be on tonight. To really alleviate the running game so we don't become so one-dimensional and make it easier for the defensive coordinator of Shelby High School.
I agree. Go ahead, Drew. I'm sorry.
I will say this. When the ball does go in the air, I look for probably Jaden Gash to have a great night and a great year.
I do believe that. I believe if Shelby is smart, which they are, the defensive coordinator smart. They've been here. They've done this. They've been in championship games. They understand championship attitude. They're gonna take Jaden away. They probably going to try to make the quarterback go to someone else, and they're probably going to try to take Jaden Gash away because they know how special that kid is.
Well, and I'll say this too, something to that point, Lamont, and I know that it was only a half. I do, so I don't want to put too much stock in it.
Right.
But one of the things I noticed last week, just quickly, in that in that jamboree scrimmage.
Right.
Both quarterbacks locked in on Jaden automatically.
Yeah.
Now, I understand why, because there's a comfort factor there. He's a heck of a player.
Most definitely.
You know he's going to go get a ball. He is a ball hawk. He is going to go
definitely.
grab it. You can put it pretty much anywhere in his vicinity. He's going to grab it.
Most definitely.
However, the other team knows that too. So you might see double coverage. You might see like 2 high safeties.
Right.
Somebody helping out over the top. But my point being, I think we've got to spread the ball around.
Yeah.
That's also going to be said on whether or not they've got time to throw. And I'm interested. None of us up here sitting here, we don't know what quarterback's starting tonight.
We don't.
And we don't know even if one starts, are they both going to play?
Right.
So you're right. Back to Drew's point, I think it's all going to be set up by the run. And I do think the way Josiah runs, let me say this, McIntyre had a great game half at the Jamboree too, so that's another weapon.
Right.
But I think the way Josiah runs, it wears on you so much to where I think that could end up playing really well for us.
Exactly. I agree.
All right, guys, let's take a break. When we get back, we'll hear from Coach Aaron Strait, and we'll talk about other games going on in the area. As the Mountaineer pregame show, a presentation of the Kings Mountain Touchdown Club, KMHS Sports. Back right after this. The Mountaineer pregame is sponsored by HSI Land Development, Bridges Hardware, Kimberly Spicer, attorney at law and CPA, Hoppers Enterprise, Spake Concrete Products, Point 135 Real Estate, The Gutter Guys, the Albemarle Foundation.
All right, we're here with Coach Strait here, and big game tonight, Coach. Season opener, county rival, two-way perennial state champion contender. What's your thoughts going into tonight's game?
Well, the first thought is that we're just glad that it's here. Glad the season's here. It's been a long grind. We started way back in March, and our guys are just wanting to play. They want to play against somebody else other than themselves. So we're just excited about the opportunity. So it's finally here. That's the way we look at it.
Well, listen, we all know going in that Shelby's got talent galore. They've got speed to spare. What is the game plan going into the night's game to slow that down?
Yeah, we didn't get a whole lot of video on them. The video they sent us was it's not very good. We didn't get very many clips of what they do. So, this was another one of those kind of like a jamboree type. You just go in, you try to run your stuff, and then you make adjustments as the game goes on. And so they've got a lot of really good athletes, and we just got to go out and play, match up, and win our battles. That's all we can do.
Speaking of that, what are you looking for? What's going to be a successful night for you when this game's over? What are the keys you're looking for?
Well, and again, when we have 3 games of film where we can really watch and see what they do, find out tendencies and all the things that we can go out and actually address to stop, it's kind of different. Tonight, what we want to see is our kids play hard, that our kids play smart, that they understand what we're trying to do. We know we're going to make mistakes, and we got to correct those mistakes, because in the long run, this game really doesn't matter other than all the things that you called it earlier. We got to get ready for conference play. So that's what it is.
Understood. Listen, best of luck to you. One more thing, keys to the game. What have you told those guys are the keys to tonight's victory? Well,
first of all, we've got to do a really good job in the secondary. And that's probably been where we've struggled the most in the off season. We know they're going to throw the ball, and they're going to throw it quick, and we've got to be able to come up and make tackles, and then put pressure on the quarterback, and don't let him sit back there and just be comfortable and throw it, because he's going to pick you apart. Then and then offensively, you got to get first downs and score.
Best of luck to you tonight. Best of luck on a great season. We're looking forward to a victory tonight and many more in the future. So best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Drew, Craig, Lamont, back up to you guys.
The Mountaineer pregame is sponsored by HSI Land Development, Bridges Hardware, Kimberly Spicer, attorney at law and CPA, Hoppers Enterprise, Spake Concrete Products, Point 135 Real Estate, The Gutter Guys, the Albemarle Foundation. Back here live at George Blount Memorial Stadium. Thank you so much for tuning in to this presentation of the Kings Mountain Touchdown Club. Behind me, we've got Marcus. Is Marcus Bell here?
I'm here.
Marcus, tell us. I did the PA for the county jamboree for middle school. Give me just a rundown to your middle school. I mean, you look like you got a solid team.
Yes, we had big numbers this year. Got a good core group of returning 8th graders that look real good for us. I think we're gonna be very, very competitive, and I do really feel like we'll be able to challenge for that middle school championship this year. Saw some good things in the jamboree. Saw some things that we can clean up in practice before our first game, which ironically our first game will be right back here next Wednesday, playing the Shelby Middle School Blue Devils.
Well, congratulations, and we look forward to your season and the good things out of those Patriots.
Thank you much.
Guys, let's just remind you real quick of the coaches show. This year it's going to air on Monday nights. This year, Craig Short, of course, is the host. Craig, I think is your second. Is it second season as the host of the coaches show?
Yes, I found my headset. I'd hung it on the wagon. Yes.
And,
yes,
and can I interrupt and say that he's doing a much better job than the guy that was before him?
I wonder who that guy was.
The guy before me set the bar so high. It was bad. Yes, my
upgrade
second year.
for sure.
My second year.
Well, make sure you tune in to the coaches show on Monday nights. We'll review this game. We'll talk about the Cox Mill game coming up next week. And Craig has a segment called Ask the Coach. So if you've got any questions you've always wanted to know about football or our team in particular, you can send those in, and we'll try to get those to Coach Herron to get him to answer it. Just email them to mountaineerfootballtonight@gmail.com, mountaineerfootballtonight@gmail, and we'll try to get those on the air. Going to air Monday nights at 7 o'clock. Prime time.
There we go.
For the Mountaineers. All right, we just heard from Jeff a second ago. Jeff, we're going to check in with you. How's the atmosphere on the field? It's the sun's still out, still a little warm.
It's hot because, we are staring straight into the sun. But our fans, we travel so well. Our fans are here. Our side is about completely full. Student section is packed and ready to go. It's a good atmosphere. We're ready for some football.
Well, guys, let's go ahead and look at some games going on in the area tonight, and we'll try to keep track of these for the Coldwell Banker, Farm Bureau, 133 West, Just-in-Time Plumbing, CNC Scrap Iron and Metal Scoreboard. Let's talk about Ashbrook at Forest Hills. Is this a matchup? I mean, everybody's on the Ashbrook bandwagon. Are you drinking the Kool-Aid?
I'm drinking the Kool-Aid because I've seen them in person. So I'm now that it's real, and now they're going into some games, I'm going to look and see how they do. They are, as always, they pass the looks test.
Right.
They are big up front. They are fast. We will see how they play together. I think Forest Hills is a good match for them, a good way to start. I know typically they're pretty good, but I'm going to say I think the Brook might get this win tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
So far as Hills, they're still 2A?
They're still 2A, but ranked in the top of 5 in 2A, I think.
Oh, wow.
Never mind. No, but I don't know.
I think it'll be a good test for Ashbrook. Ashbrook they're athletic, they're always big. It's just this new coach, they got a new coach. And my thing is, I always thought that the problem with Ashbrook was not the athleticism or the size, but it was always the scheme of the coaches. Yeah. And so we shall see with this new coach.
All right, guys, Stuart Kramer at East Lincoln tonight. Is East Lincoln back for another run?
I think East Lincoln, that's going to be an easy win for them.
Yeah, they're good again. They've done a really good job.
And I think Daly is healthy.
He's healthy. He's back. I've seen some highlights of him.
Right.
I believe it'll be a pretty easy win.
Right. He's a senior this year, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
I hope so. Don't want to see him anymore.
Yeah, we had Nightmare 2 years ago.
Yes, we did.
Hey, before I forget about it, Chris Jolly, friend of the program, just texted me the Sweet Station in Kings Mountain's got the game on
All
as
right,
well.
Sweet Station.
All right.
You can have a banana split and enjoy some Mountaineer football. Now, Chris, if we win tonight, you know we're coming for milkshakes on the house.
Chris, the special praline ice cream that you have is unbelievable. And I will say this, my son-in-law, who is watching this game up in Lynchburg, Virginia, Matt Hoppus, with my new grandbaby Libby B and my beautiful daughter Molly. Matt loves the Cookie Monster or the blue one, whatever it's called. So, yeah, your ice cream's phenomenal.
All right, guys, Forest View at Burns tonight.
Burns.
Yeah, I think that may be I think athletic
Yeah.
scheme, defense. I'm going to give it to Burns. I think
I will.
As far as you still young, still
Yeah,
rebuilding.
and I'll tell you this. Like I said in the preseason kickoff show, they've got 2 linemen that are men. I'm talking.
That's
they are
Forest View,
huge.
correct?
Yes, they are huge, and I mean, and they're good. They're like they look like legitimate college linemen right now.
Wow.
And they've got a couple of really quick speedsters.
Are they athletic?
They a little bit,
Good-
but
good-
they don't
good
look
feet.
very deep.
Okay,
Or
gotcha.
look very deep, I should say.
Gotcha,
So
gotcha.
I think Burns. I saw Burns walking off the field last week before the storm came in the Jamboree. They passed the looks test. So I think I'm going to give that into the Bulldogs.
Hunter Huss at Drawn tonight.
Huss. I think Drawn lost that really good quarterback they've had for the last
They
few
did.
years. He graduated. I don't know that they have much.
I think they back to the drone that we have known
I agree.
before. They had those real 2 or 3 good years. But I believe Huss will win this.
I
one.
think they're too athletic for them.
Exactly.
Is there a nickname for this next game, East Gaston? I mean, it's not the Battle of the Bell, of
I
course,
don't-
but is there a nickname for
I
that?
don't
There
think
should
so.
be.
Northeast.
There
Northeast.
should
be.
be.
They've played.
North Gaston, East Gaston.
Yeah, even when we coached at East Gaston, we played them. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just think the Warriors are going to be too much. I think they're
Yeah.
going to beat them.
Yeah.
Lincolnton travels all the way to South Point.
Whew. I've got ties to Lincolnton. Love them. Love all the folks that are still there. But I just think the Red Raiders are
South
too
Point's
good.
on a mission.
Yeah.
Another Lincoln County big rivalry, West Lincoln at North Lincoln, which I think could be a very interesting game. North Lincoln is preseason picked very high.
They are.
That may be a coin toss.
They are. I got you. Warren. They are pretty high up, and from what I'm seeing, like last night, I think their JV handled West pretty good. So I think they're feeling pretty good. But I'm
So
gonna tell you
North Lincoln
something.
is back.
I think they're a little bit back.
A couple years they were making some deep
Yeah.
runs.
But I'm gonna tell you, West Lincoln High is so well coached,
Right.
and they run that system so well. Wouldn't surprise me. I'm gonna go with the Rebels.
Gotcha.
All right, East Rutherford at B City, Bessemer
I
City.
got to go with Coach Shane. I think Bessemer City going to get them. But hey, East is back, right?
They are.
Was last year their first full season?
First full
after?
season
Yeah.
back with a varsity.
Now I know they got that kid who I don't know. He played defense. He may be a linebacker or something. I mean, he's a stud. I think he got a D1 offer from Gardner Webb and a couple others.
I believe you're right.
But
And
he's tough.
I know it's not a true measurement, but we did see them. I did get to see them and Bessemer both in 7-on-7, and both Bessemer and East
Look
have
good.
really good-looking
Really?
kids.
Okay.
We at Blacksburg actually went against Bessemer last week at the Jamboree.
Right.
But I don't know how good East is up front, but I think this could be a pretty even game. And you know, we like Shane a lot, so
Right.
I'm going with Coach Short.
Right.
Avery County at Cherryville.
Don't know anything about Avery. Cherryville's got a new coach. Came from Crest. I don't know.
So that means some schemes
Yeah, some
changed.
schemes have
and-
changed stuff, so that could hurt them.
But does he have the players
Right.
to match the scheme?
And Avery's usually pretty traditional. A mountain team, probably going to be big. I'm going to go with Avery.
Okay.
Statesville travels to Alexander Central.
I think they'll beat the brakes off Alexander.
Yeah, I do too. I know Statesville JV won last night.
Did they?
I saw someone post that who I know that's friends on Facebook, but I'm going with Statesville as well.
Maiden at Fred T. Ford.
Maiden. Ford's awful.
Most definitely.
Sorry.
Hickory at High Brighton.
Hickory all day.
Yeah.
Charlotte Christian at Cox Mill, which is who we face next week.
This is an interesting game
It
here
is.
to me because Cox Mill my son Cooper was talking to me about, they run Murderers Row. They've got a really tough way to start the season. If they can split these first four games, they've done something.
Yeah.
Christian is usually very good.
That's a private school, correct?
It is a private school. I don't know much about either one, but I know typically Christian's really good. Cox Mill just was on some bad luck last year. I'll go with Charlotte Christian.
All right, Palisades at West Charlotte.
Brand new second or third year school, right?
Yep,
Palisades
yep,
down in the
yep,
Ballantyne area.
yep.
West Charlotte looked pretty good last week against Shelby. I'll have to go with the Lions.
I agree.
And my last one, I had to look this one up. Ware Shoals
That's right.
at Iron City.
The Ware Shoals rolling in to play the Iron City Cats tonight. Home debut for the Iron City Cats. Feeling good about it. Y'all know who I'm going to pick. I'm going with the ICC.
Well, listen.
Ware Shoals, I'm going to tell you. Ware Shoals.
Yeah.
When you've ever heard the expression, you can't get there from here.
Yeah.
Well, that they're talking about Ware Shoals.
Yeah.
There's no really good way of getting there.
No, there's not. But they did find their way to Blacksburg, and they found their way up there to get beat. You, me, and are picking Iron City Cats, right? Both of you.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
Most
okay.
definitely.
Yeah. Iron City
You're
Cats.
the insider. So
Yes, sir. I
asked you before the
That's
pick,
right.
right?
You did.
Like,
You did.
Like, who is this team?
Yeah, we feel honest to goodness. All kidding aside, we feel good about this game tonight.
Good.
I'm hoping Coach Batchelor and the boys can pull it off.
Right, because they did not have a JV.
They did not. The JV did not play last night.
That normally tells you about a team.
Exactly.
Someone who does not have a JV program.
Yes.
That
Says
normally
a lot.
tells you. It says
All
a
right,
lot.
guys, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll ask Coach Klein what he would do
favorite
about
segment.
tonight's game. We'll be right back right after this. The Mountaineer pregame is sponsored by HSI Land Development, Bridges Hardware, Kimberly Spicer, attorney at law and CPA, Hoppers Enterprise, Spake Concrete Products, Point 135 Real Estate, The Gutter Guys, the Albemarle Foundation. Back here live, Shelby High School, KMHS Sports, Kings Mountain Touchdown Club, presentation of Mountaineer football. All right, here we go, guys. Let's see what Coach Klein would do. We're going to give, since Lamont has so many ties with Shelby, we're going to give Shelby to Coach Lamont Littlejohn tonight.
Yes, sir.
Lamont, how do you win if you're the Golden Lions head coach?
Well, I'm going to stay true to who I am. I'm an air raid offense, and I don't believe that their defense has what it takes to stop my quarterback and my receiving core. And I want to test their defensive line. I'm gonna give it a Tristan Tate and let the motor go. On the defensive end, I'm loading the box. I'm going to take away Kings Mountain's potent offense, which is the running game. I'm taking it away. I'm going to make Kings Mountain quarterbacks beat me. And I'm loading the box. I'm going to dare Kings Mountain to throw it. If they do, they're successful, then I'll adjust. But I'm going to put all the pressure, and I'm going to focus on Kings Mountain running game, shut that down, and make and force Kings Mountain quarterbacks to beat me.
So I get to take Kings Mountain, and so what I'm going to say there is I'm going to try to do what you're saying. I'm going to try to pressure that quarterback on the Shelby side. I'm going to do all kind of mix-up up front. Right. I'm going to apply a lot of pressure if I can, try to wear down their pass protection. But like I said earlier, play discipline.
Right.
Play aggressive, but play discipline so we don't overrun things and take that away, knowing that we've got to take away the run and the pass because Shelby is very balanced.
Right.
On offense, you're going to get a heavy, heavy dose of JoJo. Mm-hmm. I'm going to run him and run him and run him, and I'm going to run him right at you. Right. And just when you think that he can't run again, we're going to do it again. We're going to ride that horse tonight. And then if we have to throw the ball, I'm going to tell my quarterbacks, check your first read and be able to make sure you get all four of your reads each time because they're going to take Gash away or try to. I don't think they can because he's too good.
Right.
But they're going to try to take him away. But go through your reads and do those kinds of things so that we can spread the ball around. Because here's the thing. I don't think this game will be won by us just running the ball.
Right.
We're going to have to throw the ball.
Right.
And so we're going to have to throw in some critical times and into the right areas. And I think we can. I believe we'll be able to do it.
Right.
And you know, let's take what Shelby gives us.
Right.
If it's dink and dunking, let's dink and dunk.
Right.
If we can get stuff down the field, let's do that. But let's take what they give us.
Right.
All right, guys, we'll take another break. We'll finish up with the pregame show, and we got kickoff here coming in about 14 minutes. It's KMHS Sports, Kings Mountain Touchdown Club. We'll be back right after this. The Mountaineer pregame is sponsored by HSI Land Development, Bridges Hardware, Kimberly Spicer, attorney at law and CPA, Hoppers Enterprise, Spake Concrete Products, Point 135 Real Estate, The Gutter Guys, the Albemarle Foundation. Back here live at George Blunt Memorial Stadium, Shelby High School Marching Band out playing the school fight song, getting ready for the kickoff coming in about 13 minutes. I'd like to say thank you to our pregame sponsors, HSI Land Clearing and Development, The Gutter Guys, and Albemarle. We'll take our final break here in pregame. When we come back, we'll get ready for the kickoff. Stay with us, KMHS Sports. Back right after this. The Mountaineer pregame is sponsored by HSI Land Development, Bridges Hardware, Kimberly Spicer, attorney at law and CPA, Hoppers Enterprise, Spake Concrete Products, Point 135 Real Estate, The Gutter Guys, the Albemarle Foundation. And we're getting ready for action here at George Blunt Memorial Stadium, Shelby, North Carolina. What was it, 53rd? Is that what it says?
59th.
59th.
Yep.
59, 1923. That's a lot of years. I don't remember that first game, but I don't remember the score, but I can tell you Kings Mountain did lose that game.
Did, okay.
They did. And the next 10 years, I believe.
How many did you say at the end of that? What was that?
I didn't say anything. We've got the kickoff coming up, and both teams getting ready to run on the action. Let's take a break. We'll get ready. Mountaineer football, grab some popcorn. We're going to have a great one. Stay with us. KMHS Sports is sponsored by Carter Bank and Trust, Brittany Austin and Company Real Estate, Flooring America, Dellinger's Jewel Shop, JWH Contracting, Butler Outdoor Design, Back here live, John Gamble Stadium, getting ready for the kickoff, and the Mountaineers running on to the
George
field.
Blanton Memorial Stadium.
George Blanton. What did I say?
You said John Gamble.
I'm not asking because I asked what you said a second ago, and you said you didn't say anything. So you know what? I'm not helping you.
Okay.
I'm not helping you.
George Blanton Memorial Stadium, getting ready for the kickoff. I did find out a little history on the dog pile that Shelby does.
Oh, did you?
It started in the mid to late 70s.
All right.
And they just kept doing it.
Okay.
That wasn't very informational.
I was asking for. I was hoping we get a little more there.
Yeah, that wasn't very informational.
So what Drew is telling you, it's been around since the mid to late 70s.
And that's all I know.
And that's all he knows.
That's all I know.
The dog pile at Shelby. There we go. Been around since the mid to late 70s. And other interesting facts.
That and $5 will get you a bottle of water.
Amen. Hey, I got you that bottle of water. I'm glad you're good. It
Yeah,
reminded
thank
me.
you.
You're welcome. It reminded me of when we were stuck on the press box at Cox Mill last year.
Man,
That was
I was talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been more miserable than that. Let's take another break. We'll get ready for the kickoff. Stay with us. KMHS Sports. More right after this.
KMHS Sports is sponsored by The Venue at Turkey Ridge, Xenia Home Building, Innovative Pools, Butler Tire and Auto, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Cellars with Allen Tate Realty.
Back here live at George Blanton Memorial Stadium, getting ready for the kickoff of the Mountaineers and the Golden Lions. I can hear the Mountaineers down there getting ready. All right, Lamont, first play from scrimmage. You're a Shelby coach. What are you doing?
On offense, offense?
First play offensively. Shelby comes out with the ball. What are you doing?
Throwing it.
I'm going to throw it.
I'm going to test them. I'm going to test the defensive
Most
backs.
definitely. I'm going deep. I want to see what they're made of because I know my receiving core, and I think I got one of the best receiving cores in the state. Or he may give it to Tristan, but I'm going deep. I'm going to test this. Don't test this Mountaineer defense very early.
All right, we can see all the white in the crowd tonight. It's white out here for the student section, and student sections really showed out for tonight's game. So glad that they're here. All right, Craig, you're the head coach of the Mountaineers. First play from scrimmage, go.
Run. I'm running it because I'm going to try to use the run tonight to set up the pass. Like I said earlier, I think we're going to have to run and pass tonight, but I want to try to set the pass up more so with the run. Because I'm going to be honest, I think that's going to take a little more pressure off of our quarterbacks. I believe that Shelby's got a slight advantage there because I just think he is a more seasoned quarterback because he's played more. I don't think our guys are bad by any means, but he's got more experience under his belt. And if I'm the head coach here at KM, I'm going to try to help it transition easier for my QBs. By doing so, I'm going to use the run.
Right.
Let's talk a little bit about the junior varsity since we had a little second ago. Big win last night for Kings Mountain over the junior varsity Golden Lions. Tell us about is the quarterback the junior varsity guy? Is he the real deal?
KJ
what, 4 or 5?
5 touchdown passes. He has a rocket arm, man. And what I love about it is that he's accurate. He places the ball where only his guy can get it. And so I think, of course, him being, inexperienced, I mean, the more this guy grows and understands the system, I think he's a 3-star athlete. He plays, I think baseball is his better sport. So he pitches with baseball. I think he plays basketball. And so, but I'm very impressed with those JVs, especially our 9th grade group. Another guy we need to look out for is Xavier Hutchins, Silas Tate, Javion Hill, that's JoJo's little brother. You have so many, Jared, you have so many kids that I was calling out their name last night just phenomenal kids. And so this ninth grade group is going to be special. Our future is bright at Kings Mountain, and I'm very impressed with that JV group last night.
Speaking of Hill for a second, we actually have his family on the main camera
Yes, we
tonight
do.
over here.
Yes, we do. Josiah's people are running
That's
the camera
right.
right beside me.
So if he's carrying the ball, I'm sure they'll
They'll see
zoom
it, right?
in on
Well,
that one.
I don't want to give away too much. I don't want to reveal my sources, but someone very close to Josiah, who actually gave life to Josiah, told me that he hydrated him all week. So I think JoJo's going to be ready.
Right.
Drew, did you say you needed a pen?
If you have one.
I got one. Hang on.
All right, let's get ready. We'll take one more break, and we've got the kickoff, and both teams coming out in the coin toss right after this.
KMHS Sports is sponsored by Lickety Loos, John Gamble and Carolina Golf, DR Horton Home Building, Allen & Sons Construction, the Imperial Mercantile and Patriot Jacks.
You'll
People up
check,
where?
check.
All right, back here live at Blount Memorial Stadium. Jeff Johnson's on the field. You ready for some action, Jeff?
We are ready. Shelby's coming out. Our players are about to run out of.
Getting ready for the coin toss.
Hey, Drew, you see that dog pile?
I did not.
Been around since the mid 70s. I heard
Mid to
that
late 70s.
Mid to late 70s. I heard that from somebody, Lamont. What about you?
I know. Listen, this is interesting
Yeah,
that we won the toss and we want the ball first.
that is interesting.
That is interesting. We won the toss and we got
we
the ball
took the
first.
ball.
Yep. So that's very interesting.
I'm with you, Lamont. Hey, God bless us. Let's go.
Let's go.
I thought we would defer.
But I think Coach Herron said, hey, this offense, we need to
Yeah.
prove everybody
Well,
that we do have an offense.
And a fast start. Maybe
Right,
that's what he's thinking, too.
exactly.
Get a fast start. So the Mountaineers have taken the field. We're getting ready to rock and roll. We have won the toss, like Lamont said. We are taking the ball first. They're in the middle of moving the umbrella. We're trying to make sure we're not in the way. So, Lamont, are you thinking like I was thinking when we're taking the ball? Are you thinking of setting up with the run first? Is that what you're going with, you think?
Yeah, I think that Coach Herron probably wants to prove everybody wrong.
Yeah.
I think he's been hearing the chatter. The guys have been hearing the chatter that Kings Mountain has no offense. And we are just not good on offense. And I think he want to challenge the guys that, hey, you've been hearing this guy. You want to hear this? Let's see where you at.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to let somebody challenge you and say that what you don't have. And then that's a chip on your shoulder. Let's take the ball. Let's score this first possession, and let's win this game.
I agree with that.
I love the mentality.
And I'm hoping that what we can do is we can go methodically on a drive here and get things going that way to where we kind of take things away early on. That's what I'm hoping.
Right.
Guys, thank you so much.
No worries.
Getting ready for the kickoff here. Kings Mountain to receive. And we had issues with our scoreboard, so we'll try to fill you in exactly what the score is periodically with the time. We'll get that fixed before next week. He's got an open man. He's to the 40.
Great return.
Great return up to about the 43-yard line.
That's number 4, Jaden Williams.
That one right there is the one that's being yellow.
Jaden Daniels.
Kings Mountain comes out in the 3-receiver set.
So we're going to go with number 14.
We've got trips in the boundary.
Dixon Velez.
Yeah, we got Dixon Velez at quarterback, JoJo in the backfield. We got trips into the boundary, and we got a wide Tex up top. Looking to throw.
Dixon Velez looking to throw it deep. He's got a man open.
Great play.
Great play,
that was
double
a
coverage.
Great play. Great play by that defensive back.
And that's who we want to target. Number 15, William Vaughn, 6'6". The kid is huge. He's a stud, and he has good hands on him. So I'm sure we're going to see a heavy dose of that all night long.
I mean, interesting right there, stretching the field right off, right out of the gate.
Right.
But I like it.
I do too.
So 2nd and 10, no gain on the play, obviously. Hand off to Joe.
Right up the middle, around the left side. They'll bring him down about the 50-yard line. He'll pick up maybe 5-4 on the carry, bring up a third. We'll call it 6. No score early in this ball game. 11:26 to go here in this third quarter. Josiah Hill still the running back in the backfield, trying to get the Shelby guys to move, and I believe they did.
Yep.
So that'll be very close to a first down.
Should be a first down, shouldn't it? Yeah, I think that's the first down. No, it's first down. Yep.
So they're going to give it to them 1st and 10. Kings Mountain on their opening drive. Dixon Velez, Hill in the backfield. 3 receivers set with 1 up back. Handoff again to Hill over on the right side. Beats 1, 2. They bring him down.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something, too, man. You saw that, and folks at home saw it, too. 54 for Shelby made a great play in the backfield, getting there, keeping his shoulders square, squaring up Josiah. But that's just a determined run.
Yeah,
Josiah shows the strength of him to get through.
Well, like
and
we
still
said, we need a heavy dose of
yes.
him. And Shelby going to have to stop him, because if we don't, then again we can do what we want to do in the passing game as well.
Handoff, fakes the handoff again. Quarterback will take it.
Yeah,
he gets the first down and then some, still running out of bounds.
And that's his game. He's an athletic quarterback. Put the ball in his hands and let him run that RPO. That is his game. So I love that.
Feet's coming unplugged. Feet's blacking out.
So it's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Mountaineers. Trips to the left.
Quick throw.
He's passing.
That's a great play.
Good pass. That was a great play, but looked like he was all on him.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think he got there right about the time
Right
the ball
there?
did.
Okay.
So I believe it was a good no call.
Okay.
That's 2 great plays we've seen by the Shelby defensive backs.
It is. Well, in which that ball was too gas, so we know where, that concentration is a shutdown.
Absolutely.
Number 1 gas.
Yes.
But so far, I'm impressed with this first drive. Kings Mountain, what we needed.
Yes, I agree.
I may not be able to do anything about that tonight.
There's McIntyre.
Right.
Good run.
Straight up the middle. McIntyre's a name that we really haven't talked a whole lot about.
Right.
I was impressed, Drew, with him last week at the Jamboree. I thought he ran the ball very hard. Yeah. I thought he got some good looks. I thought his field vision looked pretty good from what I could tell, from the stands.
Right, we got a
they were offsides again.
No, it's
on
us.
us.
It's on us. Legal
okay.
Precision.
Okay.
Everybody's complaining on YouTube.
What are they complaining about?
There's nothing I can do about it. We're on the air now.
It's a good ball.
Yeah, good ball, good ball.
Looks like he's about a half yard short, guys.
It's first down. Listen, I'm very impressed with this first drive and the play calling. We just got to be consistent, and we got to score on this. And I would love to have a field goal, but, man, we got to have a touchdown. I think that would give our offense so much confidence that we go ahead and take it in for 7.
Agreed. That would say a lot.
Right.
Because I'm going to be honest, I think Shelby's good enough they're going to score too.
Oh. I think that he was intended for number 3, Devin Hopper. Looked like he slipped.
Yeah.
You guys hear me up there?
We sure can.
We can.
You know, that's a hard play. So I'm having some mic issues because so many people over here.
Yeah.
That's a hard play, rolling out to your left, throwing back.
Going across your body too.
And I think, Jeff, if you stay around in the 20, I think we got good. We pick you up real well.
Jeff, what are we on? Like, give me the yard line.
We are on the 16.
Okay, going in. 8:35 left in the quarter. Helmet's off.
Yep.
Folks, I'll say real quick, too, I know we've gotten some messages. We realize that maybe the camera quality on the main camera is not as great. We're still working on that. Drew is working his tail off over here.
Yeah, we just have some technical difficulties. It's first game.
That's right. It's
first game
it's been
season.
tough getting everything set up.
We got some brand new equipment. Got to get the kinks ironed out.
Y'all just be patient with us, please. Hey, if nothing else, just listen to me and Lamont. We'll take you through. But in all seriousness, thank you for being patient and hanging on with us. We'll try to get it fixed as quickly as possible. And look at it this way. Next to your cable.
Timeout, Shelby.
Tell them, Lamont, next to their cable bill, they're not paying for this.
Exactly.
So, I mean, hey, or your streaming service, hey,
exactly.
We'll do the best we can. So, timeout on the field. Drew is working with the camera, so we're not going to go to a break right now.
Right.
We'll just let it play and let you guys look at the field.
Well, the Mountaineers comes back on the field. It's at third and 10, right?
Yeah, so let's set this up, Lamont. You got 3rd and 10 on the 16.
Right.
So my thought process is here, this might be 2-down territory. I know we've got a field goal team that can take care of 3.
Right.
Let's just see what I think it's going to be determined what we get on this play.
It is. I'm doing an RPO here.
Yeah.
He's coming back.
Screen.
Great
play by the linebacker.
Yeah, number 15, Landon Hollifield.
He snuffed that out really well. So we got 2 yards, so we're going for a field goal.
Field goal, yeah.
I like the call right there. I like the screen.
I did too.
I like that call.
Was just a good play by Hollifield.
Hollifield stayed at home like he's supposed to do. That was a great job. So let's see how we get here. Long snapper Gabe Short. Kicker Matthew Rom. And I think Vance is holding. Kick is good.
It's good.
So the Mountaineers are going to take the lead 3-0.
All right.
Yes, Vance Johnson is our holder. I want to make sure I had that.
You know, it's hard being the head play-by-play guy plus the technician.
and the roadie.
You know, the roadie. Yeah. Mountaineers put 3 points on the board. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back. More Mountaineer football right after this.
KMHS Sports is sponsored by Carter Bank and Trust, Brittany Austin and Company Real Estate. Flooring America. Dellinger's Jewel Shop. JWH Contracting. Butler Outdoor Design.
Back here live at Shelby High School. I'm just going to start saying Shelby High School.
What were you trying to say?
I don't know what I was trying to say.
Then it doesn't matter. Look at that.
Mountaineer football.
Yeah, we're good.
And the kickoff from the Mountaineers is going to go deep in the end zone. Can't do much better than that. He got all of his foot in it. So the Golden Lions will start off on their own 20.
Man, I'll tell you, I saw him kicking last week at the Jamboree with that strong a kick, and he has really come on this season. That's a weapon for us.
Yeah, Craig, he's stout.
Yeah.
With our defense, if we can make them go 80 yards every possession,
that's a huge advantage for sure.
Mountaineers will go on defense. Farmer looking to throw. Finds a receiver but cannot connect with him. Bring up a 2nd and 10. Mountaineers lead it 3-0. 7:06 to go here in this first quarter.
And make sure we keep an eye on Thompson too, number 2. He's an outstanding receiver. Like I said, they have a great core of receivers. Number 1.
Maybe a legal shift, legal man downfield. Penalty on Shelby.
Okay.
Lamont, my stuff's in your way. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm trying to multitask here.
Bring up a 1st and 15 after the penalty. Hands off left side. He's got a little bit of running room, but the closes up really quick.
Good swarm right there by the defensive line.
Led by number 11, Armstrong.
Yeah, and see, man, that's what I was talking about early in the game. The pursuit angles were great. We got down the line. Nothing got outside of us. I hope the folks at home could see that, to where the pursuit was great. The men didn't open up running lanes. We got hats to the ball. Great defensive play.
2nd and 12 for Shelby. They'll shuffle man off the field. 6:41 to go here in this first quarter. Mountaineers lead it 3-0.
Also, shout out real quick, Drew, to my baby girl, Emma Catherine, who is watching this from her apartment at UNC Charlotte. Love you, Emma. Know you're watching.
Is this a dorm party?
Could be a dorm party. She better keep it clean, though.
And I believe Shelby's going to get us right back and pull Lenny off. Was that Lenny?
Yep. Number 10, Lenny. Give the 5 yards right back.
Yeah, they know. They got to watch that ball. Watch the ball. Watch the ball.
You know, you hate false start penalties and offsides penalties.
Right.
But then sometimes you got to remember they're so hyped up sometimes.
They are.
It's just you got to play under control.
And we know the first couple of series, everybody just need to calm down, settle down.
Yep.
Farmer back to throw, looking for a receiver, thinks about running, throws it deep.
Behind us.
Got a man open, but could not connect.
I'm telling you, number 18 for Shelby, this kid Collins is special. And if he would have caught that, he just might be the next Isaiah Bridges.
He's good.
He is special.
Well, I'll tell you something. I think Gash bit just a little bit and got his weight out over his toes where he could keep up with him. But my point being, if he's leaving Gash, that kid's special, because Gash, special. We know how good he is.
They call him man.
Man.
Third and long for the Golden Lions. They'll assess what Kings Mountain looks to do on defense and adjust. 6:25 to go here in his first quarter. Kings Mountain leads it 3-0. Farmer once again looks to throw quickly, tries to get it off. He gets it off to number 18 once again.
Going to be about a yard short.
That's close.
Collins.
What is he short, Jeff?
I'm getting there.
Yeah, 4th down. That's what I say.
Wow,
that was
close.
It's a half yard.
That was close.
Maybe a half yard.
Guys, what do you do here? Shelby, you go for it?
Well,
not here. No, not here. Not here.
No, because, again, Kings Mountain's offense shows something promising. You do not want Kings Mountain to get momentum.
KM drove down the field pretty easily, so no, you do not
Got to play smart here.
You punt the ball here.
No fade.
Guys, they're
Well,
putting they're putting the big guys in. They're
Oh.
going for it.
Oh, they're going Wildcat.
They're going to try to draw us off sides.
Yep. Oh, it's on.
And they might have.
No,
he threw it on that side.
It's actually on Shelby.
Yeah.
Yep.
Legal procedure.
Legal procedure against the golden line, so it'll back them up. So that'll probably change what they're planning on doing right there.
All right.
And they look to run the punt team on now. So great job holding your water, as we used to say in football. They still say that? I don't know.
If they don't, they should.
I never heard that one, Drew. Maybe.
I've heard it.
Oh, you have? I haven't
I
heard
have.
it. Okay.
Hold your water.
Hold your water.
At least you came to Drew's aid.
I did. I bailed him out,
And
even though he was mean to me earlier and
good.
wouldn't repeat what he said.
God
I hadn't
bless
forgot
you.
that. I hadn't forgot that. Good play.
No hang time. Goes around
right,
about
Jay.
the 42-yard
Let's go, baby.
line.
Let's go,
We've got
Jay.
a good return going.
Face
all the way
mask.
up,
Face
almost
mask.
to the 40.
Should have been face
Yeah,
mask.
should have had a face mask on
No
that.
call there, so Kings Mountain will take over 1st and 10 from around the 42-yard
And listen,
line.
y'all know Mr. Gash only needs a crack to
Yeah.
get through.
Well, I'm going to tell you right there, even. He honestly made something out of not much
He did.
there.
He did.
He had to run up pretty quick just to catch the ball.
Right.
And did a little side shuffle. He's quick.
So Kings Mountain will get their second opportunity on offense. Able to put 3 points on the board first time. 5:02 to go here in this first quarter. Live from Shelby, North Carolina. Shelby, as my daddy would say it. Dixon Velez, once again, the quarterback. He drops back the throw. It's got a little room. Flag on the play.
Gonna be
Thrown in the
holding.
backfield. Yeah.
So it wouldn't have mattered even if we'd have got it
Yeah.
off.
Looks to be a holding call, but we'll wait and see what the white hat says.
If he throws it right there, that's typically what it is.
Holding against the Mountaineers. So they'll decline the penalty and bring up second.
No, it looked like they're taking it. Yeah, they're taking it.
Well, he declined it,
Yeah.
but that's where the sack would
Oh,
have been.
okay.
Second
that-
down.
They're
Yeah,
going to take the
which
result
is
play.
smart. Which is smart. So it should be
Well,
second down, shouldn't it? They
Should
still
be
got-
second down, but he still
He
got the
didn't
first
change it
down.
over here.
Yeah, that's
it's,
what
it's
confused
right
me.
on the board.
He had first.
So second and long. Back to the air goes Dixon Velez. Right over the middle.
Good
He's
ball.
got his man. Good
Yeah,
catch.
They're
I
gonna
think
get
it's
us-
personal foul.
They're going to get us here for a cut block, a high-low. So they're going to say we were engaged and then cut him. So Shelby will take that penalty from right there.
I thought it was a late hit on him coming through because he threw it at the quarterback. I mean, he came in and hit the
You
quarterback.
think it's on them?
Well, the way the defender hit him after he
Yeah, that's right. You're right,
yeah,
Lamont.
Yep.
yeah.
The
Personal
reason,
foul.
the only
Roughing the
reason I
passer.
said that,
Yeah,
Lamont,
yeah.
was when I looked out there at it, our guard, dadgummit,
Right.
Dawkins, sorry. Dawkins was like gesturing like,
Right.
And I saw a guy on the
Right,
ground. I thought maybe
right.
they got us for a high low.
Because as soon as he released it, the guy hit him late.
Got you.
And he threw it close to the quarterback. So
Now,
that's what I figured.
Remember, in high school, a personal foul is not always necessarily a first down.
That's
so
right.
that was 2nd and 17.
Right.
So it should be 2nd and 2 now.
But it's not.
No, it's
first
not.
down.
It's 1st and
They
10.
walked it off.
They
yeah.
walked it off. Okay.
Wow.
Now it's going to be
All right.
1st and 5. I don't know how we got a first down there because it was 2nd and 17. And in high school, North Carolina, that's not an automatic first down.
Right.
Do not look a gift horse in the mouth. What are you
Amen.
doing,
We'll
Craig?
take
What are you
it.
doing?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm trying to keep Terry Prince happy because I know he's watching and will critique what I say about the officials.
I have tried to get Terry Prince in on a halftime show, but I can't get him to come in.
I told him he needs to be available to call in.
Speaking of which, at halftime today, make sure you stick around. We have Coach Kevin Moss of the golf team. Will tell us his experience about playing Shelby back in the day in the 90s.
Yeah, Kevin played football, did he?
He did.
Good ball.
Nice ball. Nice ball.
Both toes in. That's a good
And
catch.
good
That'll be
catch.
first down
Listen,
for Kings Mountain
I missed the
around
ball.
the 10-yard line.
I'm going to tell you, if you were watching at home, both defenders, the corner and the safety, had great coverage on Tex.
Did.
That ball was thrown exactly where it needed to be,
Right.
outside.
Right.
Great placement.
Great ball.
Guys, how do you
placement.
get used to that name? 6 foot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tex.
6'6". William Vaughn.
We seen him at the touchdown club meeting the other day. He's been injured for a while, right, Lamont?
Right. He's healthy now, which is good.
To the corner of the end zone.
He overthrown.
Sorry. Bring up
Overthrew
2nd
Gash.
and 10.
Sorry. Yeah, it was there.
I don't know if you all picked up on what I picked up on. We had what we used to call horse or dubs. That's not what I'm trying to tell you. 2 receivers on both sides. And the slot receiver on this left side was Antonio.
Yeah, it was.
Antonio.
He's been playing both ways.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's another
so
weapon.
It's more like an H-back, I think.
Yeah, well, I see now. So he's gone in. He's reduced now.
Right. But he was split out last time.
Yeah,
right?
he was.
Like
They had a true, like I said, like we used to call horse.
Yeah.
That's a dub, or some people call dubs. 2 receivers on both sides. So now Antonio's shifting to the other side.
Handoff to Hill over on the right side. Got a block or 2.
Step inside. Not bad. Not bad. That's a good run.
He's going to cross the 10-yard line.
Dawkins with a good lead block right there. And I don't know if you could tell from home what a great patient run by JoJo. I mean, Joe let his block go in front of him. He saw the opening. He put his foot in the ground, got stuck back inside. That's a great run. Good, solid 4-yard run.
3:30 and counting first quarter. Kings Mountain 3-0 on their second possession of the game. Shelby with their first possession had to punt to the Mountaineers with a good return. Catch you up. Kings Mountain knocking on the door right here from the 8-yard line. Hill over on the left side.
That
Not
closed.
much running room.
That closed quickly.
Real quick.
That hole was open, and then it closed.
They stacked the box.
So Kings Mountain will run some fresh linemen on the field.
Going for a field goal.
Yeah.
Is it a field goal team?
Fourth down,
okay.
yeah.
Fourth down now.
4th and 8.
I'm by no means down there on the field, as you know, and I'm not in the coach's head, but I like what they're doing here. I think they're trying to set the tone early and wear them down.
Yeah.
Mixing it up, both pass and run. But
Right.
I like what we're doing. These drives are taking some stuff out.
I do too. And the offensive guy in me wants to touchdown.
Trouble with the.
Yeah, the guy in me, because I know Shelby's offense. You got to score with them. That was. Hope this is not a momentum shift right here. Our defense got to shut them down again.
Greg, I know you're going to want to know.
I saw it.
Well, from my view,
yeah,
still should have been handled.
Really? It was high enough?
It was high enough.
Yeah.
I thought it might have been a tad low, but he went to set it down and
dropped
just,
it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Still, it's unfortunate. I think we'll get a little sharper.
Yeah.
All right, Shelby gets her second opportunity.
Yeah, defense got to come to play again. Got to shut them down.
Farmer in the backfield once again. He looks to pass real quick, number 19. It passes complete, but the Mountaineers.
I love the way they closed in.
Closed
see
on us very fast.
how many white jerseys were around that ball?
Yeah, I love the way they closed in.
That's Tyler Morgan on the reception for the Golden Lions.
Right, number 9.
Bring up a 2nd and 7.
19 short was on the tackle there.
It's a long 7.
No, Lamont, I love you.
No, it wasn't.
No, my son's the long snapper.
You know what? I was thinking about 19 and
I would love to know that he made that tackle. But he's over here snapping right now, so we don't fumble another field goal snap.
Handoff right up the middle of the
I'm looking
tape.
at Shelby's roster.
Yeah, really.
Thank you for that. You caught that.
I caught it. I heard it.
No.
I was excited for a minute. I was
like, did he? Where's he at?
Bring up a 3rd and 1 situation for Shelby.
That dude, number 17, Kennedy was on the pursuit with Kingsmount the other play.
Ball on the 27-yard line. Farmer changing the protection calls. And he drops back. He's under pressure. Gets it off real quick to Tate. Tate runs out of bounds, picks up the first down around the 32, 33-yard line. So 1st and 10, Shelby.
Great play.
It's one of those just slip the guy on a little wheel route. It's a quick pass.
Yeah, that was a good
Defenders
play call.
can't. I mean, defenders, it's
Good
such a
play
bang
call.
bang play. You can't get there.
Shelby's offensive line's done a really good job of protecting Farmer. Intercepted.
Intercepted by Gash.
Intercepted Kings Mountain. Gash picks it off. And it will go the other way.
And guys, they got away. They got away with a hole.
Yeah. And if you saw that, the Shelby receiver had the ball, but Gash just ripped it from him. Good play by Jaden.
Jaden Gash, big player on both sides of the ball. Guys, I'm going to have to get us some of those new gold shirts that the coaches are wearing tonight.
Yeah, they're nice.
So Kings Mountain will get their third opportunity on the at offense. 4 receivers set. Dixon Velez back to throw again. He's going to run up the middle. He's just going to take it. He'll get 5 or 6 out of it.
Yeah.
Maybe 7.
Yeah. I love the fact that he's standing in the pocket looking down the field. But when it collapses, he has to go. I'd rather let him get 5 yards than to get a 2-yard sack or further.
So they're giving 5, 2nd and 5 from the 30-yard line.
37 seconds left in the quarter, Drew. When we go to the quarter, Drew, I know you'll probably take a break. I'll do a scoreboard update.
All right. Around the left side, not but a couple of yards to gain and bring up 3rd.
That should be the quarter.
3rd and about a long 2, and that'll be the end of the quarter. We'll take a break. We'll be back here. More Mountaineer football. Stay with us right after this.
KMHS Sports is sponsored by the Venue at Turkey Ridge, Xenia Home Building, Innovative Pools, Butler Tire and Auto, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Sellers with Allen Tate Realty.
Here we go.
I know.
Coming back live, Shelby High School Mountaineers on the move. We'll start the second quarter, and we'll do so with a scoreboard update.
Okay. This is your Coldwell Banker Farm Bureau, 133 West, Just-in-Time Plumbing, CNC Scrap, Iron, and Metal scoreboard update. So here's what we've got so far. We have, of course, this is going to go away for a minute. Come on. Okay, we've got no score in the Ware Shoals-Blacksburg game. We've got West Lincoln and North Lincoln at no score. We've got Chase down to Mountain Heritage 21-0. No score in the Burns Forest View game. No score in the drawn Hunter Husk game. South Point Lincoln still scoreless. Let me see. We got more. Ashbrook. No. 21 to, or we got 7-6. East Lincoln is up over Forest. No, my computer quit. So let me say it again. East Gaston 7, North Gaston 6, East Lincoln 6, Stuart Kramer 3. No score in the West Lincoln game. Cherryville up 12-0 over Avery County. No score with Highland and Palmetto Christian. And that's the update.
Quick strain out to the receiver, and not many yards to pick up. Bring four, about 4th down.
Yeah,
and
we
3.
lost the yard.
4 and 3. So Rom will go back in.
No, we're punting.
To punt.
Is he punting or is it Vance?
He's punting.
Is it Vance?
Is it Vance or Rom?
Vance.
Yeah.
Vance. Ramseur.
Vance Johnson is punting.
And Collins back deep to receive for the Golden Lions. Good snap. Pretty good punt.
Great
a lot
punt.
of distance right over his head. The ball is live. That's Calvin Ramseur on the return.
Guys, I know they'll look at the film, but to me, Shelby's decent defense playing press right there. I'd rather throw it to a little quicker back.
Yeah.
To pick up. All we need was 2 yards.
Right.
First and 10 for the Golden Lions. Farmer with a 3-receiver set on this side. Hands it right off the middle to Tate. He makes one move, but gets swallowed up by the Mountaineers. I see number 10, number 33. That's Lenny. And Odoms on the stop for the Mountaineers. 10:41 to go here in this second quarter. Apologize once again, we could not get the scoreboard that we usually have at the bottom of your screen working tonight.
Farmer looking to throw.
Farmer again under pressure, throws it, and a little bit overthrown.
Yeah, that was good coverage by number 10. Is that Lenny?
And that's Tate again on the. Tate again was the man.
Intended receiver, yeah.
Intended receiver. I couldn't think of the word for it. Thank you. Thank you.
We're a team, brother.
Yeah, McIntyre was back there on coverage as well.
Yeah. This is a big third down. We need to have a stop here. Defense has been playing well and keeping Shelby pinned down.
3rd and 7. Let's see what we can do here.
That's a flag on Shelby again.
False start.
Yeah. So guys, we got Mr. Zay Smith
Zay,
here.
the legend.
You
got any eligibility left, Zay? You got any eligibility left? I wish you did too.
So how fall camp going, man? You at Catawba, right? All right. How's it going? Doing well. First week of class this week. Okay, how it go? All right, man. Listen, miss seeing that number 2 out there. Proud of you, brother.
Farmer once again back to pass. Looks for his receiver. Almost complete.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you something.
Double coverage by the Mountaineers.
His offensive line did a tremendous job right there.
Sure did.
There was a push in the middle, and then it closed, and he was able to set his feet and take his time.
Right.
That the receiver just dropped the ball.
Guys, that play was coming back to me. I'll tell you what, McIntyre did a fantastic job just like reading what the receiver was doing.
Yeah.
And he just kind of jumped up and distracted him.
And I think Gash is back there too.
He was on the sideline side.
Our DBs are playing real well against this core of receivers.
I will say this, though. That puts a lot of stress and pressure on our DBs if we can't get a better rush or push.
Yeah.
Because that time right there, he had all the time in the world to throw the ball.
Number 43 punts it away from Shelby Lopez.
Get away from it.
And I know Coach Darren Bell, who's the DB's coach, I know he's been stressing that all week long. So it's so far so good with the DBs.
So the Mountaineers will get another opportunity. They lead this game 3-0. Two field goal attempts, but only one successful 3-0 Kings Mountain. 10 minutes left to go in this first half. Stay with us at halftime. For our halftime show, Brad Melton was able to sit down and talk to Coach Kevin Moss, which I went to school with, graduated in 1991.
I'll be honest, I didn't see this score at this point in the game.
No, it's a defensive game when you thought it was going to be either offensive one side or both sides, but it's turned out to be a defensive game.
Dixon Velez, quick pitch to Hill. He misses one man, but he gets swallowed up by a couple of more.
It took a little too long.
Yeah.
Number 45 makes the stop for Shelby.
They came through pretty clean.
They did.
Almost to the point where he was about to be able to pick off that pitch.
Listen, I'm very impressed by that number 4, Nick Nars. The Nars name in Shelby is golden.
Yes.
And so I'm not sure. I'm sure that's family. I'm not sure. You remember Nick Nars back in the day.
Yes,
I'm not sure if that's his son or uncle. Nephew or cousin, but I'm telling you, I'm very impressed by number 4.
4 receiver set. Dixon Velez has a second to pass, but he gets swallowed up. Be a sack on the
He's fortunate that ball slipped out of his hand and popped right back into his breadbasket.
Shelby's defensive line ate us up that time.
So third and a bus ride for Kings Mountain.
Going forward, as aggressive as they are, we've got to get some screen plays, get out in the flats. We've got to do something.
And that's what I thought that Shelby would do. They're going to load up the box and say, you got to pass, but they're getting back there absolutely quick. I mean, he has no time to do anything. So our trenches got to tighten up.
Throws it deep. Almost completed. That's Vaughn.
I don't know who
coverage.
that's on. That might be on us.
Vaughn was the intended
separation.
receiver.
Right.
Let's see what the white hat says. I almost think that could be on us because
I think it is.
Vaughn tried to establish
right.
position, and you can't do that. They're declining. Yeah, it was on us. They're declining it.
Yeah. It's like he pushed him off.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll decline it, bring up a 4th down and long. So Kings Mountain run the punt team on there once again. 8:22 to go here in this first half. Thank you so very much for tuning in to KMHS Sports. You know, this is the first game of the season for the team, so they're trying to kind of work out all the kinks, and so are we. So we don't get pregame. We don't get preseason scrimmage.
No.
Vance Johnson back to punt for Kings Mountain once again. And
Motion on us.
No, illegal substitutions, what he signaled over there. I don't know what happened. Equipment.
So another 5 yards tacked on to it.
They'll do that sometimes if there's an equipment issue. I don't think he had his mouthpiece in. I saw the official on the far side give that signal, so no matter. 5 yards. Here we go.
Look.
4th and 34. Johnson, once again, pretty good punt. It'll take a Kings Mountain roll. Get right at around the 40-yard line. So Shelby will take over 1st and 10 on their side of the field, probably the best field position they've had all night. 8:10 to go here in this first half. 3-0 Kings Mountain.
Shelby will have it 1st and 10 for the Kings Mountain 42.
Farmer and Tate in the backfield for Shelby. Once again, hand off to Tate over on the left side. Looked like a holding maybe.
It is a hold.
But he'll get stopped right there by number 33 very quickly. That's Odoms.
Same guy on this side also missed a face mask earlier.
Yep.
So 2nd and 12.
He's shifty.
Yep. That's number 18. Collins.
Looks to be about a half-yard short.
Bring up a 3rd and short.
I'd say
for Shelby.
If by some chance they even lost a yard or two here on this 3rd down play, I think this is 4-down territory.
Agreed.
Yeah, most definitely. They want to get something going.
Do you take a shot on this play?
I wouldn't. I mean, he may, but I just try to get the 1st down.
Yeah,
they're in a heavy set. Yeah,
they're doing Wildcat.
That's Tate over on the right side.
Right. Should have got it.
It'll be close.
Believe he got it.
Yeah, he got it. White hat signal.
So 1st and 10, Golden Lions. They'll take off the heavy package. Run the smaller kids out on the field.
6:35 left in the 2nd quarter.
Got trips on near side.
Here at Perry Allen Field in Shelby. Farmer looks to the sidelines. 3 receivers set on this side. Hands it to Tate right up the middle. He'll grind out maybe a yard or two, but not too much. I don't think the Kings Mountain the defensive line is going to give you too much up front.
No, I tell you, they're maintaining their gap and they're playing really good really well, I should say, up front. So
okay,
far.
You're not an English teacher.
How about that? I corrected it.
But this is public broadcast.
That's right. I'd have gotten through. Somebody sitting in a nasty comment here in a minute.
You're not paying for anything, so
that's right.
We'll take it.
Just your streaming, you know what I mean? You're just paying for your cable bill or your YouTube.
Farmer back under pressure, throws a screen out to Tate, but he gets stopped.
Big hit. That's Mr. Antonio Armstrong.
Armstrong, Mr. number 11. Kind of a wake-up call, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Yes.
I just love the way Antonio plays, man. I just love it.
Well, he's a great kid on and off the field.
I don't know what I'm not out there, of course. Tristan put his hands out when he came back. I was like, dude, why'd you even throw it? I mean, I just got rocked on the sideline.
Right.
3rd and 8 for Shelby. Farmer once again under pressure.
That's a hold.
Maybe another holding call missed. He finds a receiver, but just thrown at his feet.
Right.
And bring up a 4th down.
So we've got
probably on the field.
Probably downfield based on where that's thrown, unless it's a hold.
I don't think they're going to call a hold. They're looking at us. It's on Shelby.
Downfield, yeah, that's what I thought. Based on where the flag was, I thought it was probably ineligible.
Guys, I'm sure you're going to comment about this, but I love how we are moving the pocket.
Yeah.
He's that throw. He had happy feet for sure.
Yeah, you want to keep him rattled. You don't want him to sit in the pocket because he eats you alive.
So here's a situation. They're kind of in no man's land. I don't think they've got the leg to get the field goal. It's 4th and 8. It would have been 3rd and 13 or 4th and 8. So they declined it just like I would have done.
Right.
Now we got to make a stand here.
I say watch
I say a screen.
A screen.
Yeah. Something underneath.
Yeah.
4th and 8. Farmer
across the middle.
Finds his receiver. I don't know that he made that catch. Did he make it?
Yeah, he got it.
They're going to say he caught it.
Wow.
So that's good enough for a 1st down. 5:16 to go here in this first half.
It's a good comeback.
Yeah.
Route to receive the ball. Jeff, to your point, I think they're almost moving it to give him a little more time. It looks to me like on that one he dropped a little bit and settled to his left before he threw back across.
Yeah.
Farmer once again under pressure, just throws it away.
That was smart.
Yeah. Started with an errant snap.
Right.
Guys, just looking at the Shelby offensive line, I don't know if this is the way they play every week, but they have almost no split whatsoever between tackle and guard, and center and guard. I mean, no splits whatsoever there. Trying their best to keep the Mountaineer front out of the backfield. Farmer once again back to throw. Throws it right over the middle, but underthrown about a yard and a half.
And he was there. Number 2, what's his name? Thompson. He was wide open, but because of our pressure.
Odoms was in his face pretty quickly.
Yeah, because of our pressure, then Farmer couldn't set his feet and give an accurate throw. So good job for our DL getting back there, putting pressure on him.
3rd and 10.
Well, that goes to Drew's point because they are a little more compact of offensive line.
Right.
You know, the outside rushes are a little more exposed to that.
Right.
Farmer calls the signals again. He drops back to pass, and it's a screen set up. But I think everybody knew the screen was happening except for who he was supposed to throw the screen to.
I think they was back there so quickly that the running back, and you correct me if I'm wrong, Jeff, the running back wasn't able to get his head turned around.
No, and Odoms had his jersey almost ripped off his shoulder. Still no call.
Right. So
4th and 10.
Now they're going to come
from
up
the
with
17.
I'm sure they're pretty much in his range now. And Shelby's always had a great kicking tradition.
He kicked well last week in the Jamboree.
Yeah, they always had
34-yarder.
So he's always been great.
Lopez in to try the extra point.
No, field goal.
A field goal from the 17-yard line.
Good snap.
And it's up. If it's straight,
no,
it is no good.
Wide right.
So Kings Mountain will hold on to that 3 points. We'll take a break. We'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere.
KMHS Sports is sponsored by the Venue at Turkey Ridge, Xenia Home Building, Innovative Pools, Butler Tire and Auto, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Cellars with Allen Tate Realty.
Back here, student section up and making some noise here for the Mountaineers. Mountaineers take the offense again over on the left side. Hill is the ball carrier. He'll get one or two, but not a whole lot.
No, nothing, no gain.
I don't want to say I don't mean that. We're not handling the pressure from them up front really well right now.
We're not.
Guys, you can see better than I can. How many people are they put in the box? 8?
They're loading it.
Well, I told you that. I mean,
yeah, I know.
I told you that.
We said that from the beginning.
The game plan was make Kings Mountain quarterback beat us. And I don't blame him. I'll put 8 in the box too. Make the quarterback beat us. And that's what they're doing.
Quarterback back looking for a little room to throw.
Go back, go run.
He just tries to get
That's
rid
a
of the
fumble.
ball.
That's a live ball.
Was his arm not coming?
No,
I don't think so.
It came out before.
Still waiting for the
I don't
signal.
know how we got that ball back.
And Kings Mountain keeps the ball.
I mean, guys, I'm about 10 feet from that play. And Shelby had 3 guys right around that ball.
I wish what I would love for Dixon to do is to give up off the pass and run the ball. He had at least 10 yards he could run, and he retreated back. If he just finds a hole and run, be an athlete until they soften up the defense and you see something. Don't force it. Run the ball.
The Shelby defense I'm seeing now is what I saw at the Jamboree last week. They're flying around. They're putting a lot of pressure. They did the same thing to West Charlotte.
Dixon Velez looks for a receiver again, rolls to his left.
Holding on to the ball.
But he's going to get swallowed up. Shelby comes up with the ball this time and turnover. Shelby will take the ball around the 10-yard line.
That. Sorry, Drew. I don't mean to talk over you. I don't know what he's thinking. Just throw the ball into the out of bounds.
Just take the sack.
Yeah. It's not a smart play.
No.
And early on, guys, he was making some good throws and good decisions.
Well, like I said, the pressure's getting to us.
It's getting to him, yeah.
I mean, we're not handling it up front well at all.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line for Shelby. Handoff right in the middle to Tate. He'll get stopped by the Mountaineer front.
About 3-yard pickup.
Bring up a 2nd down.
Yeah, our offense got to get going, guys, because I see the body language coming off the field. We got to get going.
2nd and 6. 3:02 to go here in this first half. Kings Mountain leads it 3-0. Around the left side, Tate tries to beat the corners.
He's in.
And they're going to say he does. Shelby scores, puts 6 on the board. And Kings Mountain has a player on the field, I don't know, and one hobbling off. Okay.
I think he just upset that he missed a tackle.
So Shelby will take the lead 6-3. Now get ready for the extra point. 2:53 to go here in this first half here at Shelby High School. Jose Lopez gets ready for the attack on the extra point for Shelby. And quick whistles. Offsides against Kings Mountain.
Always offsides. Kings Mountain.
So with that offsides call, guys, do you still want to kick it, or would you go for the 2?
I'd kick it. He might have declined it. Did they move it? I wasn't looking. I'm looking at scores.
Yeah, I wasn't paying. I was looking at some stats. I wasn't paying no attention. I think they're just changing personnel here coming in.
They did decline it.
Okay.
So Lopez lines up to try this kick. Extra point. Put the Shelby Golden lines up by 4 if he makes it. 2:53 to go here in this first half.
It's good.
And that is good. So we'll take a break. We'll be back. More Mountaineer football after this. Stay with us.
KMHS Sports is sponsored by Lickety Loos, John Gamble and Carolina Golf, D.R. Horton Home Building, Allen & Sons Construction, the Imperial Mercantile and Patriot Jacks.
The flats.
Here we
Let's
go.
do
Back
something.
here live, Shelby High School. Thank you so much. Awaiting the kick by Shelby. 7-3. The Golden Lions lead here in the first half. Jaden Williams, Jaden Gash back deep to receive for Kings Mountain. Lopez tees it up. Here at Shelby tonight, and then the next, actually 4, 3 or 4 weeks we're at home.
Yeah, we're 3 weeks at home. We got that 1 week.
And then
that's
the
a
ones
bye.
I opened,
Right,
so 4
right.
weeks, okay, before
So
we.
4 weeks, but 3 out of 4 we're at home.
Lopez kick is short and will go out of bounds. I'd almost want him to kick it again.
I would make them re-kick, but I guess they're going to take it at the, what did they get, at 35?
35.
35.
1st and 10 from the 35-yard line.
Yeah,
I mean, with so many weapons in the backfield, I would make him kick it again.
Yeah. I think we got a quarterback change. I think we have Armstrong going in. TJ Armstrong in for Dixon Velez.
Kings Mountain offense coming back on the field. Armstrong looking for signals on the sidelines.
We got quarterback change, fellas.
Yep.
Hill still in at running back. Quick throw, incomplete. Bring up a 2nd and 10.
To Bryce Young. Like, did he slip on that, Jeff? Like
Well,
it came fast, but I don't know if he slipped.
Looks like he sat down in the zone.
Gotcha.
And I think the ball, little combination.
Little high.
A little low target and a little
high.
energetic. A little adrenaline in that throw.
Armstrong again, little pass out to the running back. He'll pick
There
up
you go.
3 or 4, almost
job,
to the first
Hill.
down. Tries to
Nice.
get that extra stretch in there to pick up a first down.
That's what we've been waiting on happening.
Right. That's all
And
you got to do.
I believe they're going to give it to him.
Give it
First
to the
and 10,
flats.
Kings
Yeah,
Mountain.
they're bringing all that pressure. Get it out quick.
So what you need to do here is what you're thinking, like you guys said about moving the ball, but you at least want to not give them the chance to have the ball again this half since they start the second half with the ball.
And
Yeah,
guys,
most
they're
definitely.
also going to no huddle.
And I believe
2:32 to go here in this second quarter.
we got to score. There we go. Good
They'll
job.
pull Shelby
Good job.
off real quick.
And hopefully we'll make some reservations for 6 points.
First and 5.
So it'll be 1st and 5, 2:10 and counting in the second quarter.
Armstrong once again, quick pass out to the flats.
Good
Got
pass.
his receiver, misses
There it
one.
is.
He's still on
There
his
it is.
feet, across almost to the 30-yard line. Still going, crosses the 30.
Good job,
To
Gabe.
about
Good
the
pass.
28-yard line.
Good pass,
1st and 10,
Armstrong.
Kings Mountain, a big 20-yard pickup for Kings Mountain. They move the ball, 1:50 to go here in the second quarter. Kings Mountain down by 4.
He's cramping, so
He's
he's
cramping,
stay
yeah.
down, stay down, stay down.
Jaden Gash on the field. Looks
Yeah.
like he's got a cramp.
Yeah, he's cramping.
And while we do that, we'll attend to him. We'll be back. Stay with us. More Mountaineer football. They're on the roll. Here we go.
KMHS Sports is sponsored by Carter Bank and Trust, Brittany Austin and Company Real Estate, Flooring America, Dellinger's Jewel Shop, JWH Contracting, Butler Outdoor Design.
Back here live, Shelby High School Mountaineers moving the ball a little bit. 3-7, Shelby leads, 1:50 to go here in this first half. 27-yard line, 1st and 10. Armstrong once again in at quarterback. He's getting the ball off. He's making those passes a lot quicker than Dixon Melez is, or was.
He's getting the ball out of his hand.
And
Run.
he goes, takes a
Right.
slide, still gets hit in the head a little bit.
Right.
Only gains about 1 or 2.
Bring up a 2nd and about 8.
I like the fact. It's good decision. He saw everything broke down, so he gets 2 yards instead of getting 2 yards sack. So that's good quarterback play there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the drawing on that was for the yellow ticket. That is the yellow ticket announcing the numbers.
And what you see is that he's added a spark to this offense. Again, he's not holding the
Taking
ball.
a
he's getting the ball
lot
out.
of, sorry, Lamont, taking a lot of time.
Yeah, he is.
All right, Armstrong once again looks for a receiver. Can't find one. Throws it downfield.
Wow.
And is caught.
What
Touchdown.
a pass. And
Kings
what a
Mountain.
catch.
You know what's crazy about that?
Wow.
That's not who it was intended for.
Right.
No,
He
William
just threw it
Vaughn
up.
comes up with
Yeah,
the ball.
Vaughn.
Hey, he threw it up. Well, I take it.
That was, I'm pretty sure that was,
Oh, my.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure that was intended for Devin Hopper.
Wow.
I think Vaughn was as surprised.
Yeah, and Tex just came out of nowhere. But let me give credit for 15. He kept running a route. He moved.
Right.
To
He
when
did.
TJ moved to his left,
Right.
Vaughn went with him, and look
Right.
at what it paid off for.
Most definitely. I mean, Tex did an awesome job. He helped his quarterback out. He didn't just sit there
Yes.
and watch his quarterback.
Right.
He moved to a spot to give his quarterback a target. Great job. We needed that.
Kick is up. Kick is good. Mountaineers put 7 on the
That was
board.
huge.
We'll be back with more Mountaineer football after this. Don't go anywhere.
KMHS Sports is sponsored by the venue at Turkey Ridge, Xenia Home Building, Innovative Pools, Butler Tire and Auto, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Sellers with Allen Tate Realty.
He was looking
No,
for.
he was
No.
looking. I'm
Back
telling you.
here live, Shelby High School Mountaineers put 7 on the board, 10-7. Mountaineers lead, 51 seconds to go here in this first half.
And Craig, you know, when your quarterback is in trouble, that's what you want your receivers to do: to move, help your quarterback
Yes.
out. I mean, that was a good ball. That was
Yes.
good. And that's what when stuff breaks down, that's what you're talking about. You got to make a play.
Right, and you tell
You got to
them.
make a play.
You tell them as they're running their routes. You tell them they have to watch what the quarterback does. If he breaks, you've got to break.
Yeah,
If he's out of the pocket, you've
Right.
got to flow with him.
Right.
And you've also for instance, if you're on a post
Right.
and you're trying to run deep and be on the hash, for instance,
Right.
and you see him scrambling, you've got to stop and come back.
That's right.
The whole goal is to try to gain yards. And what
right.
happened there is, I give credit to Tex. He just
Right.
flowed
He
across
did.
the field with TJ,
He did.
and the ball got through.
Right. He didn't stand there and watch the game.
No.
Farmer hands a Tate. Tate comes around the left side, still on his feet, fighting for it. Mountaineers won't let him have much.
Did you see Armstrong come?
37
That's how
and
quick
counting.
Tristan
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Because he would have made contact.
He got down.
Wow.
33 seconds left in the quarter to go to the half.
And what we don't need is a big play here because Shelby can do a big play at the end of the half.
They're not going to run a play. They're not going to have to run a play.
Because
the way they set the clock, they shouldn't have to run one.
I think you're right. I don't think they're
That's
going.
smart.
I don't think they're going to snap it.
Like you say, let's go to halftime.
Drew, let's do a scoreboard update right quick as we go
ahead.
into the half. So we've got the Coldwell Banker Farm Bureau 133 West, Just-in-Time Plumbing, CNC, Scrap, Iron, and Metal scoreboard update. These scores are second quarter or half. Excuse me. Of course, my computer just rebooted right when I did that. Give me just a moment, folks, before we take our break. South Point is up 16-0 over Lincoln. Cherryville is up 12-0 over Avery County. North Gaston 12, East Gaston 7. North Lincoln 21, West Lincoln 7. East Lincoln 20, Stuart Kramer 10. East Rutherford 23, Bessemer City nothing. Still no score with Ashbrook and Forest Hills. Excuse me. No score with Hunter Huss and Drawn. Highland Tech and Palmetto Christian no score. Forest View and Burns are tied at 7. That's our scoreboard update.
We'll go to halftime. Stay with us. More Mountaineer football. Kings Mountain leads at 10-7. We'll be back with our halftime show right after this, so stay with us.
The Mountaineer Halftime Show is sponsored by Ben Engel and OnQ Financial, KM Elite, Audio Video Designs,
Good evening. Welcome to the Kings Mountain Halftime Show. Our special guest this week is Coach Kevin Moss. Kevin, thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure.
Appreciate it.
So just to kind of give you a little background, now this is your 28th year teaching here at Kings Mountain Alta Middle School. Is that correct?
No.
Okay.
Three different schools. Kings Mountain, my first 2 years, high school. 10 years at the alternative school, and the last 16 at Kings Mountain Middle.
So 20.
So I've been around.
Yeah, he's been around for a while. I'm not going to tell you we're the same age because he looks older than me. We'll go with that. Just kidding. You look great. Now you've coached various sports during that time. Tell me some of your background.
I started off, actually, ironically, with Dr. Fisher. We coached 2 years of soccer, men's soccer here at Kings Mountain. And then I helped coach Aubrey Hollifield for about 3 or 4 years when he was here, JV-wise. And I helped Coach Syke before he retired. I assisted him and Aubrey. And then I actually helped for 1 year. I helped Coach Diana Bridges with her volleyball team and the basketball. She coached girls basketball one or 2 years, and I helped her with that. And then I got 25, after my third year of coaching, I got hold of the golf team, the boys golf team. And I've been coaching it ever since. This will be my 25th year coaching it.
25 years coaching men's golf. So let's just start off talking a little about the golf team this year. I know this past spring, you guys had a really good team, had a really good season. I know you had at least one going to college to play. So very quickly, just give us a little rundown of the team this past year.
That was a really good group. It's by scoring average, it's the lowest team average we've had ever since I've been here. We averaged around 300 as a team. We made it to the regional tournament. We qualified, came in second in the conference. We qualified for the state championship. We came in, the best finish I've ever had in the state tournament was this past year with 5th place. So we had a solid team. It was from top to bottom. We had Will Spicer, who was our top player. He finished 3rd in the conference overall individually. And then I had all 5 of my starters made all conference. And the same group of 5 made all conference the year before as well. So we were stellar for the past 2 years. Unfortunately, graduation kicked in, so I'm gonna lose 3 of those 5 starters. But I do have Thomas Spicer, Will's younger brother, and Josh Gillespie returning.
And both pretty good golfers.
Yes. And
Who are some of the guys you got coming up to fill those spots?
Well, after those 2, we're pretty young. I have about 2 or 3 sophomores, and unfortunately, we've been so strong the past 2 years. Those younger fellas hadn't had a whole lot of playing experience as far as high school wise. And so Noah Rhodes, Joe Johnson, those two are coming back, I hope. But we're going to be one of the more not as experienced as we've been in the past. But that's just the way it goes.
And currently, you are coaching the girls' team.
Yes.
And I think you were telling me that their first meet is coming up in about 2 weeks?
Yes, in 2 weeks, September 3rd. It's on Tuesday against, with all the teams in the conference, all 8. And it's going to be at Riverbend. We play 9-hole matches. Girls play 9-hole matches in the regular season. And then once we get, if you qualify for the regional tournament, it goes up to, they play 18 holes. And then if you qualify for the state tournament from the regional, it's a 2-day 18-hole tournament up in, normally it's around the Southern Pines area.
And
one of
now,
the golf courses.
The guys have 5 that score,
Yes.
right? Is that correct? Or
Five,
and then 4 that score?
5 play, top 4 scores.
And the ladies have?
You can have 5 girls play in a match, but they take the top 3
only
scores.
3 score. Okay. And you have how many this year playing?
I have 4.
Okay. And they are?
They're Clea Watson, she's our senior, only senior. Then I have 2 sophomores, Mylan Eckert, Jaden Earl, and a freshman, Bella Loffridge. Actually, this is, last year was first, we had 3 girls, which it gave us enough for a team score, and it was the first time we'd had enough for a team score in about 10 years. And we've always had like one individual.
And I know you've had some very successful individuals.
Oh, yes, yes.
You've had some girls who have qualified for the state and won Player of the Year and all that type of stuff,
Yes.
but you didn't have enough to make the team, and I know that always hurts.
Right.
So it is good to see that we've
Yes,
got enough to...
I've been very fortunate with the girls. I've had at least one really good player ever since we had a girls team here. Erica Hicks, start off with Erica Hicks, which is Coach Denny Hicks' granddaughter. Then we had Madison Lutz, and then for 4 years, she qualified for the state each year. Then her younger sister, Natalie, unfortunately, they were 4 years apart, so they weren't there together. Natalie Lutz, who was an outstanding tennis player, also did well in golf. She qualified all 4 years. And then last year, when Clea Watson came in, Clea qualified her last year for the first time for the state tournament. So, I've been fortunate to have one pretty good player each time, every year, for 4 years, in segments of 4 years that we've to go into the regional or to the state tournament.
Well, that's really good. I'm glad to hear it. So now, with this being Shelby, and we were at halftime of the Shelby game, we're going to go back just a couple of years to when you were a senior in high school. All right, so we're going to go all the way back to 1990. Do you happen to remember the score of that game against Shelby that year?
If I recall, we had a little bit of payback, so we was able to beat Shelby pretty, I'm not going to say easily, but it was good payback from the previous year. I think it was 17-7. So it was good to get to end your senior year off on a win against your county rival.
So tell me this, with this being Shelby, it's also opening week. What's it like the week running up to the Shelby game and then running out on that field? Explain to the fans what it's like against Shelby.
Oh, it's a blast. I mean, that's what everybody looks up to, especially here. I mean, Shelby's kind of like a Carolina Duke basketball game. It's what especially exciting to start the season off against your county rival, your biggest rival. You know, if you don't win any game throughout the season, you want to beat Shelby. Just like Carolina and Duke in basketball, if you don't win a game, you want to beat Carolina or you want to beat Duke. You know, that's where, from a previous player, former player, and current coach, you want to beat Shelby. I want to beat. And unfortunately, we don't get to play Shelby in golf anymore, but but you want to beat them in any sport we play. I always, because in every sport we have here, that's our rival.
And the younger generation, we talk a lot because they've not been in our conference in a long time.
Right.
When we were in school, they were a conference rival. That was always a big rivalry. With them not being in our conference for quite a while now and playing them so early, a lot of, I think the younger generation didn't really understand. But you get a lot of the guys who have been around this school for a long time and remember back in the 80s and 90s, and someone back in the 70s. This is the game that they all look forward to. So
yeah, the good old Southwestern Conference back in the 90s with East Rutherford, Burns, South Point. To us, that's the good old days. And Shelby, of course. Football's really big now, but it was big back then too. And always playing Shelby and hopefully winning. It was always especially starting the season off with Shelby. You want to start that season off it's especially special beating your county rival, in the season.
And Lamont made a good point. There's so many of these guys who are family, who grew up with each other. That's almost like playing your brother. And so you always play your brother just a little bit harder.
That's right. You want to beat him. Bragging rights.
And even though it has nothing to do with conference standings or anything like that, that's exactly what it's all about, that pride thing. So, well, Coach, listen, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. Best of luck in the upcoming season. I hope the ladies do a great job, and then this spring we'll be looking for you out there with the guys again.
Well, I appreciate you having me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and good luck this year.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining us, and now back to the second half.
The Mountaineer Halftime Show is sponsored by Ben Engel and OnQ Financial, KM Elite, Audio Video Designs,
Back here live, halftime. Mountaineers lead at 10-7. Guys, did you suspect it would be 10-7?
I thought it could be. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I thought there might be a little more scoring, but I'm pleasantly pleased with how well our defense has played. And I'm actually a little surprised that their defense has played as well as they have. Not that their defense is bad. Don't get me wrong. I think that I'm not going to try to speculate. I'm pleasantly pleased and pleasantly surprised. But also, too, a lot goes into this game. Both these teams want to win this game tremendously. I know that's every game, but this is a rivalry. So I'm expecting it to be this way.
Well, we're getting ready. While we have a chance, any updates on the scoreboard?
Yeah, let Lamont say this, and then I'll go ahead and go. Go ahead,
I
Lamont.
concur with what Craig said. I think the second half of the Jamboree, but again, that's Jamboree. They really played well against the West Charlotte offense.
Yeah.
I knew this defense was going to be led by the NARS kid and also number 12, Johnson.
Yeah.
Tajay Johnson. And I'm telling you, these guys came to play tonight.
They did.
I think we had some stuff open. Like the flats was open, but we just indecisive at the QB position. And again, the way they are attacking, they put 8 in the box.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I think our line, sometimes it's 7 on 5.
Yeah, they've outnumbered us a few times, because I was even going to say, Lamont, I noticed a few times when we spread out, when we went to a trips with a single receiver backside, or we went to a horse set. Right. Even Shelby was keeping that inside backer or their overhang down inside number 2 to where he was closer to the line of scrimmage, and he's coming. Yeah. Like they're letting the safety pick up number 2, and he's coming. Exactly. So the pressure is getting to us a little bit. But I will say this, on the drive that we scored on at the end of the second quarter, we handled the pressure better.
We did.
And surprisingly, Shelby backed off of it a little bit.
It is.
But I think they weren't necessarily in a prevent defense, but they were backed off enough to where it gave us the time to operate, and it worked for us. So we're going to see. They're going to open up the second half with the ball, and I think Shelby's going to really try to be methodical and get down there and score. Yeah. But let's do a scoreboard update, Drew. So let's go with are you good with that?
I am good with that.
Okay, Coldwell Banker Farm Bureau, 133 West, Just-in-Time Plumbing, CNC Scrap Iron and Metal scoreboard update. Some of these have gone into the third quarter. Shelby, my goodness. South Point 16-0 over Lincoln. Cherryville 20-0 at the half over Avery County. North Gaston 18-7 over East Gaston at the half. How about that?
Wildcats.
Hey, that's right.
Daryl. That's that Daryl Wilson.
That's Daryl Wilson.
That's that Daryl Wilson. That's that Daryl Wilson.
That's right.
I hope. I hope he goes 10-1.
That's exactly right. I agree with you. West Lincoln is down 21-7 to North Lincoln. Stuart Kramer is down 20-10 to East Lincoln. East Rutherford is now up 29-0 over the Bessemer City Yellow Jackets. Still, yep.
Whoa. And
we picked Bessemer City.
So I guess, wow.
Yeah. There's no score still reported in Ashbrook and Forest Hills, but it says first quarter. I know there's a score. It's just not reported. If somebody's got that one, shoot it to us, please. Also with Huss and Drawn, no score reported. Forest View and Burns are hang on, it went away. It's coming back. 14-7, still seeing the first quarter, but that one's probably a little farther along as well.
Anything on the Cox Mill, Charlotte Christian?
No, I don't have that one, but I'm going to look it up.
What about Ware Shoals?
Well,
you got Ware Shoals?
I got Ware Shoals, and I've got my sideline reporter. Ware Shoals is up on the Iron City Cats. Unfortunately, they're up 20-6.
20-6.
Yeah, so
Wow.
we're going to regroup at halftime is what I've been told.
Guys, let's take a halftime break. We'll be back here with more halftime show. Don't go anywhere. Mountaineer Sports, KMHS Sports, and Kings Mountain Touchdown Club back after this.
The Mountaineer Halftime Show is sponsored by Ben Engel and On Q Financial, KM Elite, Audio Video Designs,
All right, coaches down there watching game film, getting ready for the second half. Guys, what do you expect to see? I mean, more of the first half, or do you think they'll make some adjustments to both of these teams?
Yeah, I really believe that now that Kings Mountain, if TJ's keeps doing what he's doing, I think we'll stick with him for the second half. I think offensive-wise, he just keep getting it out of his hands, keep moving it. I think he had a spark. The offense had a spark. Defense got to keep doing what they're doing is containing. I think on the Shelby end, I think they're just trying to get their offense rolling. I mean, we have done contained well. We've contained Tristan. The only reason why they scored, remember, they had a short field. They was were they only 10 when they recovered that ball? And so they only had like one or two plays.
They didn't have far to go.
So they have not went the distance of the field. I mean, we gave them that score basically because we turned it over in their own red zone. And so I think that we keep doing what we're doing. Again, eliminate some mistakes. But I think with Shelby, they're just trying to find their offense. They're trying to find a quick hitter. And every time they have a good drive, we have shut them down, either on that third down or either fourth down, because they went for it a couple times on the fourth down.
Well, guys, we got about 2 minutes to go before we get ready for the second half. Of course, Shelby will open up. We'll kick the ball off to Shelby to start the second half. Stay with us. There's more Mountaineer football to come right here on the Mountaineer Halftime Show. Don't go anywhere.
The Mountaineer Halftime Show is sponsored by Ben Engel and On Q Financial, KM Elite, Audio Video Designs,
Is that a camera on the scoreboard?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, there's a camera on the
some
scoreboard.
camera. Somebody's camera is.
Which camera's on the scoreboard?
He is the main camera. He's just got it on the scoreboard.
Oh, okay, got you.
Back here live to Shelby High School and the halftime show. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's just quickly, before we get back to action, 3A. Now, this is preseason, so this is just speculation. In 3A, Hickory first, Crest second, 71st comes in third, Dudley fourth, West Henderson fifth, sixth is North Lincoln, seventh is AC Reynolds, 8 West Charlotte, 9 is Hablick, and 10 is Northern Nash, and of course Kings Mountain comes in at number 17. Since we're playing in 2A tonight, Reedsville number 1, Monroe number 2, Forest Hills number 3, Shelby 4th, Salisbury 5, Bunker Hill 6, number 7 Rendleman, 8 Clinton, 9 is Brevard, and 10 is Lincolnton, and I'll throw Burns in there. They're ranked preseason ranked number 13. Make sure you tune in to the coaches show this week, and we'll discuss the Butler Outdoor Design Player of the Week. Thank you so much for sponsoring the Player of the Week this year. Let's take one more commercial break. We'll be back for the second half kickoff right after this.
The Mountaineer Halftime Show is sponsored by Ben Engel and On Q Financial, KM Elite, Audio Video Designs,
more often.
So we
Back here live, Shelby High School, thank you so much for joining us. We just finished the halftime show. Thank you to our halftime sponsors, and we're getting ready for the kickoff. Mountaineers will kick off to Shelby to start this third quarter. Once again, sorry we could not get the scoreboard working tonight, but, you know, if Kings Mountain does pull off a win here without the scoreboard, does that mean I have to keep the scoreboard off all the time? I know how that goes with coaches.
Don't want to jinx it, right?
Yeah. Kings Mountain going for beating Shelby 3 years in a row, and to my knowledge, we have never done that. Beat them twice in a row several times, but not 3 times.
No.
But we won't talk about that now. We still got 2 halves to play. Kickoff goes deep. And it looks like it might be returnable if they wanted to, but they don't want to.
Man,
It'll go in the end zone. That'll be number 4 touchback for Rom tonight.
So pleased with how he's kicking the ball.
He is too. If you watch him.
Yes, he is. Well, he needs to be. Good for him.
Yeah.
You remember we picked him up last year, late in the season. He came on.
That's right.
With a game or 2 left, and the playoffs coming up. I mean,
and did a great job.
Tremendous. But he has gotten so much stronger this year. And that's a weapon. I'm telling you, as a defensive coach, if you got a kicker that can put it in the end zone, great weapon.
Right.
1st and 10 for Shelby, looking for somebody over the middle. Farmer finds his receiver, picks up a 1st down and a few more. Thompson on the reception for the Golden Lions.
It was
1st and 10.
Great play design by the Golden Lions right there. They ran off their outside receivers, and they cut underneath on a little quick route underneath, and it had cleared out the backers. So that was a great read and a great play.
Quick whistles by the official on our side. He's going to say, did he say offside?
Yeah,
Shelby?
offsides.
Yeah.
He didn't.
Lined up offside.
Yeah, one didn't get his check with the official, and went ahead and just stepped out there. So he called him offside.
So 1st and 15, I should say. Farmer and Tate in the backfield still for Shelby. 3 receivers set to this side. He looks to this side, trying to find his open receiver. That's Tate. And he misses 2 tackles.
Arm tackle.
Good block in the back that was missed right there, and he'll take it up for about a 15-yard, 16-yard gain.
Got to wrap up. He is shifty. He's quick. He's fast. Got to wrap him up.
And the thing is, you know, it's almost like those last 2 plays. We're going to give them underneath.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, most definitely.
The problem with a team like Shelby, though, they're so shifty and athletic. The underneath stuff will turn into big plays.
Yeah, that take a 5-yard catch and reel off 45 yards.
Correct.
So 2nd and 2, Farmer gives it
all
right away.
Nice.
Stopped in the backfield.
That's Tex.
Yep. That was played
Yes,
great
sir.
by Tex.
Thomas Fair.
On that
It
play,
was
looked
textbook is what it was.
Yeah.
It looked like he was being waved to get around the end.
Yeah, that was
and
number
he
15.
just rolled right into that tackle.
Because he played great technique, Jeff.
That's right.
He did what a defensive end is supposed to do.
3rd and 6 for the Golden Lions. Kings Mountain leads at 10-7. 10:38 to go here in this third
This would
quarter.
be a big stop here.
Man in motion. Farmer back to say he's under pressure again. Mountaineers giving chase. Finds a receiver. He's still on the field. Crosses the timeline 30 around the 20-yard line. Big 1st down play
So that's
for the Golden Lions.
That's a great call by Shelby. That's a mismatch.
Yep.
For them, they get Tate out in the flat and run almost like a little wheel route on a backer. And Antonio is a very, very fast athlete, but he's not Tristan Tate fast. And so that's a good mismatch for them. Great play. Good play call.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't think that was one of his top 3 targets at first.
No.
Tate gets the ball off left side. Quickly pulled down by number 33. Odoms.
Tate's becoming a problem. It's quick.
Yeah, they're spreading us out. We got to honor the receivers. Thompson. Big hit.
With the
big hit by
catch, trying to make a man miss, but Mountaineers will not have any of it.
Yeah, we didn't really
Big
call.
thanks to the Mountaineer cheerleaders tonight. New uniforms they're
Most
showcasing.
definitely. We really didn't call Thompson's name a lot in the first half, so I'm not surprised they are targeting him more this half. He's one of their best receivers on that Shelby receiving core.
That's a hold.
And touchdown, Golden Lions.
Wow.
So Shelby answers back, puts 6 on the board. Exactly what they wanted to do to when they opened up this third quarter.
Yep.
We'll have to see if the Mountaineers can answer it offensively.
Yeah, we got to score. We knew we weren't going to hold Shelby down all night. They will score. We got to just score more points.
Lopez sets up for the extra point. Kick
Trouble
is
with the
up
snap. He missed it.
Yeah.
to the right.
Trouble with the
no
snap.
good.
Didn't get on the
So
tee.
13-10, Shelby a lead. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. More Mountaineer football after this.
KMHS Sports is sponsored by Lickety Loos, John Gamble and Carolina Golf, DR Horson Home Building, Allen & Sons Construction, the Imperial Mercantile and Patriot Jacks.
Mountaineer football, KMHS Sports, Kings Mountain Touchdown Club. Thank you so much for tuning in wherever you may be. Mountaineers trailing the Golden Lions by 3. Shelby 13, Kings Mountain 10. 8:59 to go here in this third quarter. Here at Shelby High School, Shelby gets ready to kick it off once again. Get to see the offense come out for the second half. And we'll really see which quarterback Kings Mountain will send out. Shelby with another short kick. Stays in bounds this time, so they'll get a chance to return it. But
we fumbled it.
It's fumble.
That we got it back. Yeah,
they got it.
Shelby's going to take over possession. Shelby with the ball.
Who fumbled the kickoff, man? I wasn't looking.
Number 4.
Well,
just bobble. Jaden.
Yes.
Jaden Wilmer. He had it.
Kennedy tried to reach for it, then he went
Yeah.
backwards, and then he should have just stayed away from it.
Yeah.
Momentum swing.
Yeah.
And they're on the 1.5 yard line.
Shelby with their jumbo package set. Tate right up the middle.
Didn't get it.
I don't think he got it.
Yes.
And a flag on the play.
Come on, guys. I think that's on us, personal foul. We got to keep our tempo in check.
Thomas Fair goes back into the game for the Mountaineer defense.
And then it might be offsetting. It's been chippy all game. Personal foul against us.
It's only half the distance. I mean, I say only. It does put them closer, but it's not a
half-yard line.
Yeah, it's not as bad as it could be.
But you repeat first down.
Shelby, but we can hold them to a field goal. That's most definitely be a win.
Well, and you think about it too. If whatever they score here, whatever touchdown or field goal, the two scores for them have come off of 2 turnovers for us, where they've had to go hardly no distance at all.
Yeah, in our red zone.
Yeah, so that's the main thing.
That's illegal shift, false start.
Get Shelby.
Quick whistles right away.
.847 left in the third quarter. I said second.
Waiting for the official. Yeah, illegal procedure against Shelby. So it'll back them up just slightly.
I think you see that sometimes too, because you got a different quarterback back there, different cadence, offensive line.
Right.
Tate once again in the Wildcat formation. He's going to take off the left side. Mountaineers are right there to pull him down in the backfield.
Good job.
Big stop.
That's Eli.
Come on, guys, get back. Let's go. Let's hold them on third
Eli
down.
Lipscomb. Big stop. Big stop.
So they're going back with their normal offense now.
Is this second down or third down?
This would be second. That was first down.
Right.
So it's still second and goal.
Well, the line judge says it's third.
I don't think he's right.
Third
but
down?
we'll take it.
Farmer back to throw again. And overthrown.
This guy has been holding all night long.
And we've had 0 calls. Not a single holding call.
Man, I mean, when the defender go past you and the offensive line grab the shirt and everyone, even Stevie Wonder can see it.
Well,
I mean.
Here's all I'll say. And I'm going to say it. As long as they'll be the same on both sides.
That's it. That's it.
Because they hadn't called anything on us yet like that either.
Hey,
so
that's
good.
That's
So
a great point.
That's good.
So I can't.
You've been like the philosopher.
How about
tonight,
that? I'm
dog.
dropping deep
That's what
knowledge.
I'm talking about.
Deep knowledge.
So Shelby lines up for a 30-yard field goal from Lopez. 8 minutes to go in this third quarter.
If we don't get nothing out of it.
And it is up.
That's good.
Is it good?
And it is
so
good.
Lamont,
So
you
Shelby
said it.
put 3 more on the board. Let's
3,
take
that's
a break.
a win. That's a win.
We'll come back with more Mountaineer
I'll
football
take
right
3
after
points.
this.
Good job.
KMHS Sports is sponsored by Carter Bank and Trust, Brittany Austin and Company Real Estate, Flooring America, Dellinger's Jewel Shop, JWH Contracting, Butler Outdoor Design.
Back here live at Shelby High School.
16-10. Shelby is ahead of Kings Mountain. 8 minutes to go, third quarter.
Lopez gets ready to kick off again to Kings Mountain. I would imagine the special team coach had a little chat with the squad after that last debacle.
Yeah.
Right.
There's been some personnel
would think
change
so.
back here as well, fellas.
Who's that back there with 4?
Number 17.
17 switched, and they put
That's Kennedy.
Gash up.
Jameer Kennedy.
All right, now you're going to
He's kicked it deep this time and will go to end zone. So Mountaineers will bring it to the 20-yard line and start over 1st and 10.
I'm surprised he ain't been doing it all game because he got the leg. But maybe they got what they wanted out of was a turnover.
Yeah.
Well, you know what that was, guys?
What's that?
They moved Jaden Gash up for the pooch kick.
Yep.
And
that's what happened.
moved Kennedy
That's what
back, and that's why they kicked deep.
That's what happened. That is. Thank you for the observation. I did not see that, Jeff.
But we're playing chess, not checkers.
That's right, brother.
Armstrong back in at quarterback. Josiah Hill in the backfield. 4 receiver set for Kings Mountain. Armstrong, empty backfield, throws it.
Nice.
Good catch by the Mountaineers. A good first down play.
Good
Pick up
throw.
about 20-yard line.
Yeah.
1st and 10.
Good ball placement.
That was phenomenal because I'm going to tell you, I don't know how that DB did pick that off. He was right on top of Tex. That was a great ball, great catch.
Yeah.
Seemed like that ball was in the. That's a long throw.
Long throw.
It is.
Yes.
And that I'm telling you, if a quarterback can make that throw, that's a good quarterback. And plus, with the placement, only his receiver could get it.
Well,
Either-
and Yes.
Go ahead.
No, Lamont, I agree, and that's what I said. I even think the corner made a great read on it.
Yeah, most definitely.
He came over the top.
He
He just
did.
didn't time it right. He was
Yeah.
close, so
Yeah.
it was a good play for everybody, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm with you.
I'm glad it went our way.
Yeah, right.
And I'll make this observation. There's only 6 in the box now for Shelby.
Yeah.
Well,
the quarterback's changed.
I was going to say, and Drew, to that point, I think we've been able to back that off a little bit because we're throwing the ball a little better.
That's right.
But I'm telling you,
no room to run for Hill.
No,
Bring up 2nd and 10.
That's what I was going to add there, Drew, and great point. They've made it tough on us running. I will say that. 7 minutes left in the third quarter. 2nd and 10 on the 35.
Kings Mountain down by 6 in the third quarter. Armstrong changes his coverage. He drops one more time right over the middle, in and out of his hands.
It was there.
It was.
It was there.
Brings up a 3rd and 10.
Just a little bit on his back shoulder.
Yeah, a little bit behind him. Yeah.
It was, and I will even add this. I think he had just a tiny bit too much mustard on it. He takes a little bit off of that and gets it out in front more.
Yep.
You know, the receiver coach said you touched it. You should have called
That's
it.
right.
But I like what I'm seeing. At least we're moving the ball.
Timeout.
Big 3rd down play, and the whistles blow timeout. We'll take a timeout too. Stay with us. More Mountaineer football right after this.
KMHS Sports is sponsored by Carter Bank and Trust, Brittany Austin and Company Real Estate, Flooring America, Dellinger's Jewel Shop, JWH Contracting, Butler Outdoor Design.
Back here live on Pearl Allen Field.
Pearlie Allen. Yeah.
Pearlie Allen.
Pearlie Allen. He's a legendary coach here.
Yep.
When did he coach here?
He was here before Taylor.
Right.
And Taylor is the other part I meant to mention.
Was
That's
Pearlie
the
the first
coach.
Pearlie might have been the first.
I think
no,
Taylor
Pop Simmons.
Yeah, because they got the names on the building.
Pop
there.
Simmons was here, and then Pearlie Allen, and then Jim Taylor.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I have it right.
How many is it? 6 in the history?
There haven't been many. Coaches have lasted a while here.
Yeah.
The traditions are strong.
Yeah, because after Taylor, it was who was before Rare?
Coach Norman.
Coach Norman, right? So I think Will Banks may be the 6th.
And I will say this.
7th.
I know from Taylor to Will Banks, it's been in the family tree.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that Taylor, that they all worked. They might have worked for Pop and for Pearlie as well, like Coach Taylor did before that.
Right.
All right, 3rd and 5 for Kings Mountain. They took Shelby had a 5-yard penalty. I didn't hear the penalty.
12 men on the field.
Yeah, illegal participation.
Out of a timeout.
Armstrong back to throw. He throws it, gets rid of it.
It's not there.
Nobody there. Bring up 4th and 5.
We had multiple receivers running in the same area. Something was not right.
Yeah, I agree, Jeff.
And also what I saw on there, Armstrong threw it off his back foot. He the pressure was coming, of course, but that's why that ball dived on him, because he threw it off his back foot. But again, there was nothing there.
Still would like to see us get out in the flats some more.
Yep. Yeah, I was going to say right then, Jeff, I know the coach and the coaches up top saw what we can't see, but I almost think on that one you might want to move the pocket even if you don't get out in the flats.
Vance Johnson back to punt for the Mountaineers. A little high above his head, but he gets it off. Real high punt. And take a Shelby bounce. And they'll bring it dead about the 32-yard line. So Shelby will take over 1st and 10 on their side of the field. 6:25 to go, third quarter. Mountaineers trailing 16-10.
Craig, I'd be curious if that ball was a little damp. Down here is a little moisture on the grass.
You think it may have slipped?
Yeah, possibly. It just seemed like it came out a little funny.
Yeah.
Farmer back in, empty backfield. Tate comes in motion. Mountaineers giving pressure. Tate throws it all the way down the field.
Oh.
Almost
Wow.
intercepted, but broken up nevertheless.
Hey.
If he hadn't have been there to break up that pass,
Wow.
Right.
that's 6 more.
But see,
And plus, it was underthrown, but that was great. That was great coverage on Antonio.
it was, and man, that's what I'm telling you. They went there again. They saw that mismatch,
Yep.
with Tate out of the backfield.
Right.
Antonio is a tremendous athlete,
Right.
but running with Tate down the sideline on a wheel route is hard to do.
Yeah,
That's
it's
that
a
advantage
different
Shelby
beast.
on that.
It's a different
That was
beast.
underthrown ball saved us
Right.
there.
Right.
Farmer and Tate in the backfield.
I got a feeling Coach Carroll is seeing that as well, and he will make an adjustment
Right.
because they'll have to switch off if Shelby goes there again.
Farmer looking for a receiver.
Make a tackle. Great
Right out.
tackle.
Good
That is
tackle.
a tremendous
Good tackle.
open field
Good
tackle,
tackle.
right there by Latham Feimster.
He'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
And that he hit number 1, Foster. It's the first time we call his name. Watch out for Foster, too. He's a speedy receiver as well.
What's so impressive about that, man, is Feimster's out there by himself.
Right.
What's up, BC?
So
Yep.
3rd and 10 for the Golden Lions. Ball resting on the 32-yard line.
5:45 left in the third.
Kings Mountain trails by 6. Farmer back to pass once again.
That's a
Looks
hole.
to his right side.
Wow.
He's got a man open. That's number 8. He's still on the field. We're able to bring him
No,
down.
that's number 2.
two.
That's
Number 2.
Mr. Thompson. Which I told you that we didn't hear nothing first half. Expect to get a big dose of him next half.
Yeah.
I think he's their best receiver. Majay Thompson.
So he's in good, brings Shelby in good scoring position.
Only-
5:22 in the third.
Only a sophomore.
Yeah. Well, it's like I told you too. I mean, if he's got time to sit back there and find it,
Yeah.
he'll be able to pick you apart. I mean, he's a good quarterback and he's got good
Yeah.
receivers.
Tate over on the left side.
Going to be a penalty on Shelby.
We were all sort of confused on defense. We had guys running off, guys
Yeah,
running
we-
off. Coaches telling them to
We
get back
could
on
have
the
a penalty
field.
on Kings Mountain as well for too many men on the field. We wasn't off the field yet.
He threw it on Shelby's side. He
Waving
waved
it off. Bring up a 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Farmer and Tate in the backfield for the Golden Lions. Oop, quick whistles,
False
flag.
False start.
Appears to be on Shelby.
We really need the defense to bow up. Score being 16-10. Do not want to go down 23-10.
Well, Kings Mountain definitely has had their breaks down here in the red zone when Shelby's been down here. So the ball sits at the 13-yard line, still 2nd down. 2nd and 11. Farmer back under pressure, throws it incomplete. Tate again, his intended
Again,
receiver.
good coverage with Antonio.
It is, but
Yeah.
he's got to have some help. He cannot. He can't cover him.
No, it's too fast, too quick.
4:27 left in the third quarter.
Shelby 16, Kings Mountain 10. 3rd and 11. Farmer once again under pressure, tries to get the ball off. It just throws it out of bounds and brings up a 4th down. Guys, what does Shelby do here?
So
They try to
this-
go for the 3 points?
Yeah, this is
Yeah, because they up by they. I would go up 9. I'll go up 2
Yeah,
scores.
Yeah. Oh,
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
most
it's
definitely.
only a 30-yard field goal.
Right.
So I say only. It's
Yeah.
there's no guarantee, but that's
Was-
certainly in his range.
Was it around this area where he was wide right?
Yeah, he missed one wide right in the first half.
Right.
We missed that extra point. See if the pressure can
So Lopez will kick it. Collins will
be wonderful if we can get
hold it.
If we can block it and return it.
4:20 to go in the third quarter.
Bad snap again.
Little trouble with the snap, but he gets it off, and it is good. So Shelby put 3 more on the board. We'll be back with more Mountaineer football right after this, so stay with us.
KMHS Sports is sponsored by Carter Bank and Trust,
Y'all notice that?
Yep.
Brittany Austin and Company Real Estate,
because their band sucks.
Right.
Flooring America,
Terrible.
I'm just saying, if they want to
Bellinger's
rumble
Jewel
after
Shop,
the game, they better not pick on Kings Mountain band.
No. We'll blow them out of the water.
JWH Contract,
All right, down by 2 scores. You know,
Butler
third quarter, I'm not
Outdoor
worried
Design.
yet if the offense can just start moving the ball.
We got to move the ball on offense.
Back here live at John Gamble's. See, I about did it again. Shelby High School, George Blanton Memorial Stadium's where we're at. Shelby getting ready to kick off. Shelby leads 19-10. 4:15 to go in the third quarter. Lopez getting ready to kick it off for Shelby. And
Offsides.
quick whistles. I think it's going to be offsides of Shelby. False start. And I believe that will back them up 5. You got a good shot there a minute ago of the Donald Dedman Fieldhouse on the campus of Shelby High School. I'd much rather be in the Brinkley Fieldhouse, though.
I agree with that. Of course, we were in the field house. We couldn't see the game.
Right.
You could if you had YouTube.
That's exactly right.
That's a good segue. That's a good plug.
That's a great plug.
nice odor in there, too.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the smell of victory. You smell that? That's the smell of napalm in the morning. The smell of victory. Lopez will tee it up again from the 35. And we'll get ready to do it again. It'll take a bounce, the 10-yard line. Kings Mountain to get a good return this time on it, trying to cut his way across field. He's got an open hole. This is 1, 2, 3 tackles. They'll pull him out of bounds. Not a bad return. Kings Mountain take over 1st and 10 around the 40-yard line.
36 to be precise.
1st and 10, Kings Mountain. Armstrong and Hill will be back in the backfield. Three receiver set. With one up back. Hand off to Hill right up the middle. He's got some good running room.
There you go.
He's going to pick up a 1st and 10, able to pick up about 12 yards on the carry.
We can do that because they're not loading the box now.
Shelby up 19-10, third quarter, 3:50 in counting.
They're not, but I'll tell you this. We did a great job in the middle right there. Our center and our guard on that play side really opened up the hole, and with backside blocking was great.
Good.
Armstrong changes coverage. 1st and 10. Hand the ball one time to Hill again, right up the middle. He'll pick up maybe 3 or 4, a little extra shoving afterwards.
I'm going to tell you what, this concession stand behind us has made some money tonight because that line has not let us.
It has not.
Yes, they have.
I only wish I could get somebody to buy me a drink. I don't guess anybody will. Kind of like Cox Mill all over again.
I think maybe I need to see if we can qualify for interns at Cleveland Community College.
I agree with that. I love that idea. Interns in the visitors' concession stands.
Quick throw out to the left side.
It's taking
Incomplete.
too long.
Bring up a third and about 7.
That ball is taking too long to travel to the flat out there. That's a dangerous throw.
It is.
And
that was almost picked.
Yeah.
And he was looking there the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. He's not going through his progressions. And if their coaches are picking up on that,
right.
I mean, I don't know if they are or not, but part of, I will say, too, in TJ's defense there, it's hard to get through your progression when the pocket's coming around you. So you got to, he gets a little bit of happy feet.
3rd and 7.
They got to go through his reads, though.
Back to the air again. He's looking right over the middle. Incomplete. 4th down.
Jeff, that goes to your point right there of maybe something like in the flat, or what I was saying earlier, excuse me, moving our pocket a little bit.
Yeah. Once again, that throw was off his back foot.
Vance Johnson comes in to try to pin Shelby deep. Shelby waits for it around the 10-yard line. And it is up, and it is a good one. He'll catch it about the 10, trying to make a man miss, but they'll bring him down around the 13, 14-yard line. So Shelby will take over deep in their own territory, 1st and 10 for the Golden Lions. In this third quarter, 2:25 to go in the third. Shelby leads 19-10.
I'd like to give a shout out to my brother from another mother, Jonathan Bunden, the legend himself, just told me that he'd go buy me a drink. So John Bunn, maybe you can run it down here from KM and pull up to the gate, and I'll just come meet you over here and grab it from you.
Now, you say he was in the house. Does
he said in the house. I don't know.
Game?
I don't know if he's here. I'm gonna see if he can sneak into the line. He's probably at his house.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, he's probably at his house.
So 2nd.
No.
2nd down.
We had a few of those plays early in the game, and I thought we've been pretty clean since then.
False start against Kings Mountain. So that'll be close to a 1st down, 2nd down.
You got to hold them here,
and a big
guys.
one.
Need something positive.
1:55 left in the third quarter.
Land with Farmer.
Too much time.
Way too much time. Intercepted. Kings Mountain, and we'll go the other way.
I'm going to tell you something. That was great coverage by Kennedy.
Yep.
He ran with him step for step, and
Jameer Kennedy.
Yeah, that was great coverage.
Craig, he was coming back towards me.
Yeah.
It's like he had his off arm just kind of feeling where the receiver was, and he was looking back the whole time.
I mean, that is great technique and coverage right there.
And
that's a big
why
play.
he's playing as a sophomore.
That's right.
Now we got to score.
Yeah.
We got the momentum. We got to score. We got to make reservations for 6. Come on, offense.
Armstrong back in at quarterback. Hill, your running back. 3 receiver set, 1 up back. Hand to Hill right up the middle. Not a lot of running room. Bring up 2nd. Did he get back to the line of scrimmage?
Yes, they're marking him on the line, so no gain. I'm looking at the side judge over here.
I think that was generous.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with the Shelby's middle DL. I'm telling you, they have been bringing it all night. They are stout up front.
Armstrong once again back to throw right over the middle. Incomplete. Overthrown. Bring up a 3rd and 10. 1:05 to go here in the third quarter. Kings Mountain down 19-10. Official timeout. There we go. Now we're back into play. Armstrong calls the signals. He's back to pass once again, looking deep. Got a man open. Number 11 pulls it in.
Armstrong to Armstrong.
Armstrong.
That's brother to brother. That was huge. We needed that.
1st and 10, Mountaineers.
Well, they just subbed him back in. He's been running hard on defense.
Mountaineers running a no huddle offense right now, and Armstrong goes to the ground. He may be cramping once again.
Yeah, he hit the ground pretty hard off that catch. Hope he's all right. He's holding his back.
Well, let's take a timeout. We'll be back. More Mountaineer football. Don't go anywhere.
KMHS Sports is sponsored by the Venue at Turkey Ridge, Xenia Home Building, Innovative Pools, Butler Tire and Auto, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Sellers with Allen Tate Realty.
Back here at Shelby High School, helping him to his feet. He's walking out on his own power. I believe he will be okay. He just took kind of a hard hit after that catch.
Yeah, I wonder if he got his breath knocked out. I mean, the wind knocked out. He was holding his back, though, but he hit the ground pretty hard when he came down.
He seems to be good.
Yeah, he's tough. I love his motor.
59 seconds to go in the third quarter. Kings Mountain on the move right now, trailing Shelby 19-10. Handoff to Hill, looking for his.
It's not there.
Blockers, and
it's not there.
Just nothing there.
No.
88 for them.
He's a beast, Doc. That's Tate.
Keelan Tate.
Yeah.
Keelan Tate. He's
not letting anything in that middle.
No, and he's switching sides. So like that last time he was coming from our right.
Right.
Now he's on the left side. 17 seconds to go in the quarter. He's hard to handle. He's causing us all kinds of issues.
2nd and 12, throws it deep. Home run ball.
Yes, sir.
Touchdown. Kings Mountain.
There we go. And you saw that DB turned around, started looking, and lost it.
Tex.
Woo! We needed that. That's Tex. That's Mr. Tex. Mr. Vaughn.
So we score with 6 seconds left in the in the quarter. We got
Mountaineers lining up for the extra point.
Got some fans up here coaching around us there, Lamont.
I'm telling you, Doc, they heat it, but you know how it is.
Look, I can see the end of the concession stand line. It might be time to get in line.
Yeah.
Come on, Gabe.
Blocked extra point, so Mountaineers will not get that extra point. Can't return it in high school football. So Mountaineers put 6 on the board. We'll take a break. We'll be back here with more Mountaineer football right after this. Don't go anywhere.
KMHS Sports is sponsored by Lickety Lou's, John Gamble and Carolina Golf, D.R. Horton Home Building, Allen & Sons Construction, the Imperial Mercantile and Patriot Jacks.
Back here live, Shelby High School. Mountaineers put 6 on the board. 19-16, Shelby leads.
Yep. Hey, Jeff, do me a favor and talk to 19.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I did. I tried to encourage him a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Tell her, hey, listen, you got to forget it.
Yep.
Snap's over.
Yep.
Kings Mountain will kick off, but that's about all the time we'll have after this kickoff. Then we'll go into the fourth quarter. Kind of a returnable kick right there at the 10-yard line. Shelby will come upfield, got a hole right there in the middle of the field, but they'll bring him down around the 35-yard line. Shelby will take over 1st and 10 from there as we travel into the fourth quarter. Let's take a break. We'll be back. More Mountaineer football right after this.
KMHS Sports is sponsored by Carter Bank and Trust, Brittany Austin and Company Real Estate, Flooring America, Dellinger's Jewel Shop, JWH Contracting, Butler Outdoor Design,
Back here live, Shelby High School. Good look at the cheerleaders there in their new uniforms. And we've got a good halftime show for that features the cheerleading coach, Sarah Comas. That is coming up later in the season. So Shelby will take over 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
Guys, down 3. 19-16, 1 quarter to go. This half, they have spread us out a lot more.
Yep.
Let's see if this continues in their play calls. I don't see why they would go away from what they've been doing.
Hand off to Tate right up the middle. He's got a little bit of running room, but not very much. Brings up a second and about 5. 11:37 to go here in this ball game. Kings Mountain down by 3. Farmer gives it Tate one more time. Tate under pressure. They're going to pull him out right at the sticks.
I knew it.
That was close to being a face mask.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yep.
Well, they're not calling holds. Why called face mask?
Let them play.
As long as they call it fair on both sides, that's what we said.
All right, he's going to go out of bounds before he gets to the stick, so it'll bring up 3rd and short. 3rd and about 1. 11:19 to go in this ball game. Hand off to Tate right up the middle. And I think he's going to get the push to get the first down.
Yep, first down.
First down, 1st and 10. Shelby.
Appreciate Coach Bolton going over and talking to the long snapper.
Oh, yeah.
That means a lot.
Well, to your son's credit, that does not happen often.
No, I appreciate that.
Yep.
But I can tell you it's a lot like, you know, a lot of things are that way, like it's almost like pitching in baseball and softball. And it can be even like playing quarterback. When it gets in your head a little bit, it's hard to get it out.
It is.
And you start trying to adjust because you think you need to, and you really don't.
Right.
You just need to snap.
Offsides against Kings Mountain. That'll cost them 5. So 1st and 5 for Shelby. What do they call that, quicksand?
Yes.
Farmer changes his protection. Gives it to Tate off the left side. He's got some running room up to the sticks. He might have gotten the first down. I believe he will bring up a new set of downs for Shelby.
And that's the other.
That's a new running back.
Right, Jalen Tate. I'm not sure if there's any kin.
That's 21.
With Tristan Tate, but he's Jalen Tate.
Yeah.
And I was impressed with him last week against West Charlotte.
Yes.
You know, we know number 0, Tristan Tate has been in for a while, but I'm very impressed with number 21, Jalen Tate.
Is there a rule about having too many Tates on the field?
No, I don't think so.
Nah. All right,
Man
watch
in
number
motion,
18 going
Farmer
right.
back
Yep.
throw right over the middle. That was the man in motion. He
Oh,
makes
my
a man miss, but Kings Mountain's going to bring him down before he gets maybe 6 yards on the play.
That's a good call again by Shelby. They cleared us out.
Yep.
And then just dumped underneath.
And that's one of their marquee plays.
Yeah. It's hard to cover.
Yeah. It's more like that motion drag across the middle.
Second and short for Shelby. Gets his play from the sidelines. 9:31 to go in this ball game. Give to Tate right up the middle.
He got
And,
the first down.
that's going to be enough for a 1st and 10. New set of downs. 9:24 and counting. Shelby up by 3 points, 19-16 here in this 4th quarter.
And Shelby is now controlling the ball and moving it as well. And the longer our defense stayed on it, of course, they're wearing them down.
Farmer hands it off right up the middle to Tate again.
Ooh.
Yeah, he is.
Good push, and
if you think Tristan
I think a 1st down.
Tristan might be lightning. He may be thunder.
Right up the middle.
There you
Mountaineers
go.
waiting for him that time. Nowhere to go.
I figured Coach Carroll would bring an adjustment in.
Can't look like Kings Mountain's got maybe 1 or 2 down. Or at least slow to get off the field. It's number 55 still on the turf.
Number 44 coming out too. Thomas, he's like he was banged up too.
Rainey.
Yeah, Wiley Rainey.
Drew, while we got breaking the action, I'll do a quick Caldwell Banker, Farm Bureau 133 West, Just-in-Time Plumbing, CNC Scrap Iron and Metal scoreboard update. Most of these scores are 4th quarter scores. North Gaston 24, East Gaston 7, Cherryville 20, Avery County 12, North Lincoln 27, West Lincoln 14, South Point 28-6 over Lincolnton, East Rutherford 45, Bessemer City 0.
Wow.
Stuart Kramer 24, East Lincoln 34.
Wow.
Hunter Huss 31-0 over Drawn. Ashbrook and Forest Hills are tied at 13. Burns is still saying 14-7 over Forest View, but I know that score is late or is old because it still says 1st quarter. That's the Gaston Gazette. They're not updating it. And Blacksburg has closed it to within 28-24 of Ware Shoals. We ran a kickoff back, so now it's in the 3rd quarter.
Shelby 2nd down. Farmer once again pulls up in the pocket looking for a receiver. Just a little high, incomplete.
That was there.
It was.
Yeah,
3rd down.
And I'm going to be honest, good coverage by McIntyre.
Yeah.
The only thing about Mac, I tell him, is he's got to look back. If he can.
Yep. And that'll help him too with not being pass interference.
Sure.
You got to turn your head, look for, locate that ball.
It's a big play right here.
Huge, Jeff.
Big play, big
Huge.
play.
This might be the game right here.
Not get him closer to field goal range. Let's hold him.
Yeah, we need a big play here, a big stop.
8:03 left in the 4th.
Whistles. Looks like timeout
That's
on
ours.
the field for Kings Mountain. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. More Mountaineer football right after this. Stay with us.
KMHS Sports is sponsored by Carter Bank and Trust, Brittany Austin and Company Real Estate, Flooring America, Dellinger's Jewel Shop, JWH Contracting, Butler Outdoor Design,
Back here live, Shelby High School.
Drew, I'll give a quick update. My man Adam Sellers came through with the score. Burns is actually up 32-7.
Wow.
Thank you, Adam.
And they're playing
Forest View.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Watch,
3rd and 12
watch number 2.
for the Golden Lions.
Watch number 2, Thompson. They may be eyeing him.
Farmer back under pressure again. He's going to try to run it, throw it across the field,
Wow.
incomplete.
Ooh, baby.
If he did not have pressure.
Guys, did you see down here?
Yeah, he went.
Our corner, Gash was trying to guard 2 guys.
Yep. And he was wanting to go to Thompson.
Well,
he went through his reads.
Correct. Jeff, I think what happened there is Gash took the guy he was supposed to.
Yep.
The safety didn't come over the top to help Gash.
Right.
He stayed in the middle. That was,
Right.
I mean.
And I think that was a timeout.
It was.
That was good coaching.
Yeah, it
on
was
our end.
because that wasn't really where we were supposed to be. But
yeah, that's good coaching.
He's going for it.
4th down.
It's like we thought.
No man's land, but this is still big.
Watch the ball.
They've made big plays tonight.
Pressure coming and incomplete. So Kings Mountain will take over.
That's great coverage.
After that hold by the defense.
That's great coverage.
Jaden Williams. Now we got to take it down the field.
I noticed Antonio Armstrong is back in the game.
Yeah, he's been in all half. So now it's going to show what our offense is made of. I'm not saying that it's do or die, but it's 7:53 left in the ball game. We need to have a sustaining drive here. We don't need to have a turnover or 3 and out.
Kings Mountain down by 3. Looks like timeout on the field called by Kings Mountain. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back more Mountaineer football right after this.
KMHS Sports is sponsored by the Venue at Turkey Ridge, Xenia Home Building, Innovative Pools, Butler Tire and Auto, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Sellers with Allen Tate Realty.
Back here live, Shelby High School Mountaineers down by 3, 7:53 to go in the 4th quarter. And Mountaineers with possession. 1st and 10. Armstrong looking to throw it, finds his man, incomplete.
He's behind him and underthrown.
Yeah.
I believe it's intended for Gash. Bring up a 2nd and 10.
You have to wonder, guys, how much some of that timing is off with the dual quarterback situation.
Yeah.
Shelby's playing single man safety or single high safety. They're playing man. They're pressing us.
Yep.
Now they're dropping 2.
Incomplete. A little over thrown. Bring up third and 10. 7:44. Shelby up 19-16.
Just I was open.
Either way it turns out, guys, this has been a hard-fought battle by both squads tonight.
I agree with that. And like I said, I think what it's come down to is 2 turnovers and that were big for them. We've just got to capitalize on some things. We've not been able to.
Bring up 4th down, so Kings Mountain will go in to punt the ball. Vance Johnson back in for the punting duties. Shelby will right around their own 40-yard line for it.
Wow.
That's on us. They crossed the line, but we moved.
Yep.
That was on us. That's the right call.
So we'll replay 4th down, 4th and 16 from the 19-yard line. Johnson's punt, gets off, take a big Kings Mountain roll, and we'll keep going. Across the 30-yard line, about the 27. So Shelby will take over 1st and 10 from there. 7:27 to go in this ball game. Kings Mountain down by 3.
I would say that we're going to see a heavy dose of run by Shelby right here.
And we get Tristan Tate back in at running back. Hand the ball right up the middle. Mountaineer stop him before he gets to the line of scrimmage. Kenny and Armstrong on the stop for Kings Mountain.
The ICC has taken the lead. We are up now 30-28 over Ware Shoals.
.649 and counting. Farmer under pressure,
Oh, man.
wide open. That's number 19. Across the 20, 30.
What a great
20,
call.
all the way down for the Shelby score. We'll put 6 on the board for the Golden Lions.
Oh.
Split those safeties.
Yep.
Oh, man. That was a great call, great read, great throw.
Great throw.
McIntyre coming off the field, maybe cramping, I believe. Shelby will go in for the extra point. They lead 25-16, 6:36 to go in this ball game. Ball up, and it is good, so they'll take on another point. Shelby leads 25-16. We'll be back. More Mountaineer football right after this. Don't go anywhere.
KMHS Sports is sponsored by Lickety Loos, John Gamble and Carolina Golf, DR Horson Home Building, Allen & Sons Construction, the Imperial Mercantile and Patriot Jacks.
Back here, Shelby High School Mountaineers down by 10. 6:36 to go in this ball game. Awaiting the kickoff from Shelby and Lopez. Jose Lopez has done a pretty good job for the Shelby kicking squad tonight. Kind of a short kick. Will be returned around the 20 up to the 25. He'll cross the 25. And flag on the play. I believe that's going to be called on Shelby maybe. Another flag thrown.
.6:30 left in the game.
Personal foul against Kings Mountain, personal foul against Shelby. They'll offset. So Armstrong will bring the offense back out to the line. 6:30 to go in this ball game, 26-16. Armstrong back to throw, a little swing pass, trying to get Hill out in the flat somewhere. He won't pick up very much. Both players slow to get up off the turf. Shelby defender still on the ground. There he comes up. Bring up a second. 8. We'll call it 2nd and 9. Give a shout out once again to Marie Brinkley for helping us get on the air tonight. Armstrong under pressure, pocket closes. He holds on to it, picks up a few.
He definitely made something positive right there.
Yeah, he made a play there. So
yeah, so that's what we need to happen. I mean, that keeps the play going. We don't lose yards. It's not an incomplete pass. I mean, that was a good choice to step up in the pocket.
3rd and 5.
Okay, let's see what we got. 5:39 left in the fourth.
Yeah, we just need to get a first down.
Yeah.
Just get a first down.
Five seconds left to go on the play clock. 3,
We're taking a
2,
whole lot of time.
1. They're going to have to burn their last time out.
Oh, there's a flag. It's on us.
Oh.
We got a flag. Illegal procedure.
Illegal procedure against Kings Mountain. Right back up, 3rd and 10. Armstrong under pressure, trying to find a receiver to throw it to. Throws it to Hill, but a little bit low. Bring up a 4th down. Incomplete.
Not sure what that was, but I think he just got blown up. Was it a
screen pass.
Okay.
But Shelby played it well because their pressure messed with us on trying to complete the pass, obviously. And I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to get the ball in Josiah's hands, and I can understand that. And you got to go for it here because there's under 5 minutes. There's 4:46 left.
Yeah.
5 receivers set, empty backfield. Right over the middle.
Interception.
That was well played.
They'll call interception. Shelby will take over possession. 47-yard line of Kings Mountain. Kings Mountain down by 10, 4:39. And it looks like some of the Kings Mountain faithful, and really Shelby faithful for that matter, have already filed out of the stadium.
Yeah, they're about trying to get the cookout. Wendy's. That'll be a long line, man.
Oh, man.
You know, so it's cookout, Wendy's, Burger King.
That's funny.
Yeah, everybody trying
That's
to get
funny.
the cookout, brother. I don't blame them. Taco Bell's up there as well. So
That's right.
Yeah, Sonic's up there as well.
Is the Sonic still open?
Sonic is still open. It's a hope and a prayer, but it's still open.
By gosh.
Yes,
They
Lord.
are holding on.
They're holding on.
False start against Shelby, bring up a 1st and 15. Hand off to Tate right up the middle. He's going to be hard to stop, still on his feet. Crosses the 30-yard line.
You know, I'll say too, guys, in this half, one of the things that has surprised me is the success Shelby's OL has had against our DL.
Most definitely.
They've run the ball quite well.
They have.
They've run the ball like I thought we would run the ball.
Right,
So
right.
hats off to them.
Right.
I hate that saying. Credit to them for doing as well as they've done because Tate has hurt us a little bit on the ground.
Yep.
I think Craig, a big part of that is the time the defense has been on the field.
Yeah.
We can't sustain drives.
No.
Time of
can't.
possession's killing us.
Yeah, I was going to offer that too. Is that
great point?
That's
Jeff.
the whole thing. Is that if our offense could sustain drives, I think Shelby just wore our defense down.
There we go. That's a
Hey, maybe the first holding call of the night.
2 flags. They'll be offsetting. Watch this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he got murdered on the line of scrimmage, so they finally
Holding
got
against
that
Shelby.
one. The back judge threw one, which is not his call from back there. The white hat threw it also, so and that's a spot foul in high school, so it'll be 10 yards from that spot. I say it every year. That's one of the most deadly penalties in high school football. Every other level, it's from the line of scrimmage.
So 1st and 20. 3:44 to go here in this ball game. Kings Mountain down by 10. Once again, right up the middle with Tate. He's going to bounce over to the left side and pick up maybe 5 or 6. Going to give him a little bit more than that, so it'll be 2nd and about 11. Back at home next Friday night, we welcome the Chargers of Cox Mill.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Tate's going to scramble.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Get all the way down to around the 1-2 yard line. They run him out of bounds. 2:51 to go here in this ball game. So we still have not beaten Shelby 3 years in a row.
Nope.
Guys, you play a good Shelby team. They're bringing the ball back. I didn't know what the penalty was. You play a good Shelby team and lose to them. Besides bragging rights, is it true you learn more in a loss than you do in a win?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course. We
Can
just
it benefit from this?
Yeah,
yes.
We can. We just got to get our offense together. I mean, Shelby has a good team, but again, we had our chances, and we did not take advantage of the chances we had in offense, especially those first drives in the first half where, you know, we was just going, we drive the ball down and we get no points. And I'm sure the coaches will work on it, but we have got to get our offense together. If not, you know, we would not really compete against any competitive real defenses this year. We have got to get our offense together. And I think they know that. They have a challenge before them, and I hope they get it together, and I think they will.
2 minutes to go here in this ball game, 26-16. Shelby with the lead. Shelby in no hurry to get this play off. Handed to Tate right up the middle. He may get in the end zone. He's close to it. Touchdown, Shelby. Shelby will put on 6 more.
Yeah, Shelby want to prove a point tonight. They've lost 2 years in a row. They want it this bad.
Hey, I'm glad all these people are leaving. That way we can get out here easier. Fair weather fans.
Right. Told you, man, they're going to cookout, huh?
That's right. You said it.
Missed snap, so no extra point for Shelby. 32-16, Shelby leads. We'll take a break. Stay with us, more Mountaineer football right after this.
KMHS Sports is sponsored by Lickety Loos, John Gamble and Carolina Golf, D.R. Horton Home Building, Allen & Sons Construction, the Imperial Mercantile and Patriot Jacks.
Look at their camera views and what it looked like. Back here live, Shelby High School. Shelby able to put 6 more on the board. Looks like unless Jesus himself causes a miracle to happen.
Nah, we ain't walking on the
I don't think it's going to happen tonight.
Don't go there.
No walking on water tonight. Mountaineers will leave here 0-1 to start the season off.
Well, Drew, to your point a moment ago, you know, and I could have said this at the end, but I'm going to say it right quick. Doesn't really matter when I say it, and people probably don't care, but I'm going to say it anyway. One game does not a season make.
Most definitely.
I mean, you've got to think that. I know that's cliche or whatever, but as you said, Drew, this will show a lot. They're going to watch the film. They're going to analyze it like crazy. In the grand scheme of things, this does not hurt your goals for the season.
No.
Would it have been great to open up with a win? Sure.
Most definitely.
But they've still got the conference championship in front of them. They've got playoffs in front of them down the road.
Right.
There have been a lot of bright spots tonight.
Right.
And so they've got to just capitalize on what they can, and we'll be all right.
They'll make the adjustments on offense.
Sure.
Jaden Gash on the return for the Mountaineers. They set up the offense to come back on the field. 1:25 to go here. Stay with us for postgame. We'll look at some scores around the area on our scoreboard. Plus, we'll talk about just briefly about this coming week. Of course, Coach's Show, Monday night, 7 o'clock, prime time, with your host, Craig Short.
I heard about that guy.
Don't forget to send any questions you have to Mountaineer Football Tonight at Gmail. You've come up with some good ones the past year.
Absolutely. I was going to say, too, if any fans want to send in questions about things I like and what my preferences are for gifts they want to buy, we're glad to take those, too, and for Drew.
That gain is good for Kings Mountain. First down. First and 10. Kings Mountain 42.
Armstrong still in at quarterback. Looking deep, straight across the field, underthrown. Bring up a second down. Completed.
Great
right
tackle.
up to the line of scrimmage. Good open field tackle.
Wow. It's a big hit by number 12, Johnson, senior.
Well, I'll tell you, Mike Wilbanks told me, I said this in the preseason show, he told me in church one day back in the early summer that he felt like this was the best skilled team he had had in a while, if not ever.
Wow.
And I think Shelby feels slighted from last year. I think they felt like, they should have done a little better.
Right.
And so, I mean, I know they got to the semifinals, but, I mean, I think they'd like to have Reidsville again.
Oh, yeah.
Shelby's got a great team, and I think it shows, like, what you can do with a little bit of determination. They're just better tonight.
Right.
4th and 11. 28 seconds ago. Shelby leads it 32-16. I wish we could give, of course, Kings Mountain's always traveled well, and the faithful is still here, but I wish we could give away some kind of prize to everybody that stayed and not went to cookout to get in line.
Right.
Armstrong finds his receiver right over the middle, goes right off his chest. Incomplete. And turnover on downs, so Shelby will most likely just run the clock out right here. I don't know. Maybe they'll throw it deep.
They might. I would hope that Coach Wilbanks would not, but I will wait to see. Yeah, victory formation.
So all they have to do is snap the ball, and we'll get out of this ball game. Mountaineers will take the loss, 32-16. Really, it sounds a little bit worse than really what it was. It was back and forth all night long.
It was. I mean, you take away 14 points off of turnovers, but we gave them one ball with 9 yards to go and one ball with 1.5 yards. So you're talking 18-16, really, maybe. So, I mean, whatever. You shouldn't turn the ball over. They turned it over too, and we didn't capitalize on them. So we've got to do better.
Let's take a break. We'll be back to wrap this game up. Stay with us. KMHS Sports, the Kings Mountain Touchdown Club. We'll be right back after this.
KMHS Sports is sponsored by Carter Bank and Trust, Brittany Austin and Company Real Estate, Flooring America, Dellinger's Jewel Shop, JWH Contracting, Butler Outdoor Design, KMHS Sports is sponsored by The Venue at Turkey Ridge, Xenia Home Building, Innovative Pools, Butler Tire and Auto, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Cellars with Allen Tate Realty, KMHS Sports is sponsored by Lickety Loos, John Gamble and Carolina Golf, D.R. Horton Home Building, Allen & Sons Construction, the Imperial Mercantile and Patriot Jacks.
Probably this is the only game we'll broadcast away.
Back here at Shelby High School as we wrap up this game, the alma mater being played. Guys, we live to fight another week. We're at home next week. We open home with Cox Mill, the Chargers. What more can you say?
Yeah, I mean, this is not the end of the season. I know everybody's feeling low. I know everybody want to beat Shelby and have a win like Craig said. But, again, the tape is going to show us a lot. They got to make the adjustments. I'm sure they will. They got to get the offense rolling. And, listen, when we walk off this field tonight, it's over. Cox Mill is now on the clock, and let's have a good showing at Cox Mill. I think this can do so much to help this team. But it's going to depend on, like we said at the beginning of the season, that who's the guys in those locker rooms, who's the leaders on this team. They got to pick these guys up and say, hey, this doesn't define our season. They got to want it more. And so I think you can bring a lot of positives out here and make some corrections and get the offense running and making sure we have a good showing and win the home opener on next week against Cox Mill.
Guys, let's check real quick on the scoreboard.
Sure.
Any finals that we've got?
We've got several. So we'll go with the Coldwell Banker Farm Bureau, 133 West, just in time. Plumbing, CNC, scrap metal, and iron. Scoreboard update, the last one for tonight. These are the last scores we have, so I'll give these to you. North Gaston 24-7 over East. Gaston, Cherryville 20, Avery County 18. East Lincoln 41, Stuart Kramer 24, Hunter Huss 44-0 over Drawn. South Point final 28-6 over Lincolnton. East Rutherford final 45-0 over Bessemer City. Ashbrook final 29-13 over Forest Hills. Final North Lincoln 27, West Lincoln 14. And in the fourth quarter, the Blacksburg Wildcats are up over Ware Shoals with under 9 minutes to play in the game. They are up 30-28, but Ware Shoals is driving, so we'll see what happens.
All right, we invite you to tune in Monday night, 7 o'clock, and you'll find out the Butler Outdoor Designer Player of the Week. And we'll talk about this game. We'll talk about Cox Mill coming up and all your questions. So join us Monday night. Thank you so much for myself, Drew Fulton, Lamont Littlejohn, Craig Short, Jeff Johnson, our camera crew tonight, Woodson, Hill, Revere, and Caldwell. Thank you so much for all your effort. We appreciate it. The Brinkleys for helping us get on the air tonight. And we will see you live and John Gamble next Friday night. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you in church on Sunday.
Amen.
Thank you so much. We do appreciate it. Have a great weekend.
God bless.
This has been a presentation of KMHS Sports and the Kings Mountain Touchdown Club.